go. Hello. Welcome to Game of Santos. Hello. We are here to do some stuff, I guess. We're doing things. We're playing games. We are having a great time. We're just here having a good old time, you know. Why is this?
You betcha.
You betcha. Just all the way.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
When did this become
so
Fargo? And where is the wood chipper?
The wood chipper is where I left it last. I don't know.
Oh, Indrid's not here, so that's starting to explain some things.
Yep, no Kindred today. He is dead. Just kidding, he's in chat. But he is dead. But he's in chat.
He's not here to cast
He's just
Bane.
dead to you.
Dead to me. Dead. You're dead to me. Double
I'm
dead.
going to cast Bane now.
You sound like Deckard Cain from Diablo.
Oh yeah, pretty close.
We gotta stop Diablo.
Anyway,
No idea.
thank you for hanging out with us last night during our second episode of Starcrossed. I knew who we are. I know what's happening. I know everything that's going on. Yeah. For our little mini series, I had a whole lot of heckin' fun with Dreamy and Galil and the rest of the gang. Except there wasn't Galil because it was Aiden, but you know, that's whatever. Announcement wise, we have 0. We will see you next Monday for the next session 3. It was Drew Carey. That was in Saunders' house. Wow, Knights of Silvermoon. Wow. Yeah, well, you know, it was a very intense episode of intenseness, and that's about it. So, without further ado, yes, there
One
was.
might even think it's intense.
Camping intense, but you do.
Wow, it's
I
so
enjoyed
sad.
the part with the spoiler where spoilered the spoiler.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All those
And
spoilers.
don't be
like,
upsetty spaghetti with me, sir. I was simply adding comic relief, and I love you.
What? Yes. In any hoot, Big Red. I don't know. Is that Big Red, Gilliel? Is that what you're drinking? Coke. Love it. Love it. I think we are ready to just go ahead and dive right in because we have a lot of stuff that's happening tonight. So, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's episode of Game of Santos. Here we go.
Mouth breathing. Oh, he's probably getting allergied, I imagine. That sounds pretty allergenic.
Who? What? Oh.
Onsby.
Our abjurer.
Oh, yes.
Our abjurist.
Oh, so did we level up?
Not yet.
If you
The
The
made
more you
version of
ask
our
that,
radar.
we're
I
gonna start
haven't
losing
asked
levels.
that in a very long time.
Two
We'll
I
turn
was
this
doing
campaign around, young
2
man.
weeks. You haven't asked that in 2 weeks.
To be fair, I haven't asked that in months.
Yes, yes. Language drumming, language, Jesus. So, as we left off last, the party had found themselves deep in the underground, somewhere or in the vicinity of Amrutlar. After fighting many a dark and sinister creature, you guys traveled down a tunnel, and upon reaching its very end, found the hammer, a apparent secret location that High Lich Luthra had left here, or was using this space. After a brief interaction with some of the guards, very brief interaction, you guys came to find that one of them might have proved useful. And so, as you guys are now here, having rested in Kindred's tent bubble, you
Couple.
found that you are not quite as alone as you had thought. Using Malzahar as a little bit of a... There we go, that's a little better. As a little bit of a scout, as eyes down the tunnel, you saw that there were torches approaching. Knowing that your time is running out, you guys had decided to try and find an escape path outside, somewhere inside the hammer. And thus Iskra took one tunnel and Galil took the next. The rest of the party staying within the circular entrance room to this facility. You prepared the I was gonna say the Gatling guns. Oh my god. The and they're not trebuchets either. That is something else. You're okay.
Ballista.
Catapult.
Ballistas. Thank you. Yeah, no, catapults are also now.
Trebuchet?
Trebuchet? The ballista that faced the door. And Galil, as you had explored one of the larger chambers, you found a room that was filled with things for experimentation. All sorts of vials and chains and odd and sharp tools, as well as the unconscious form of one of the creatures that you guys had fought earlier in the caverns. That being said,
The eye. Forgot
Huh?
about the eye.
I mean, that was just for flavor. Nobody noticed the eye. The eye of the guard that twitched on its own to look up at Soul as Soul was talking to the gang. And that is and that is currently where we find ourselves.
Yeet.
We run through the tunnel.
You could. You're 8 feet. Probably eat you.
So, Galil, as you see the ends of this space. Boop boop doop 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 doop.
Map cam.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna turn the map cam on. Then I forgot that I had turned
It's in
off.
pitch
You forgot
darkness,
to
so it
turn
makes
on.
sense that there is no map cam.
Yeah. Well, no, I had turned off all the candles with the switch instead of the remote because I had lost the remotes. But then I found the remotes. But then, you know, it is what it is. So as you are in this space and you see the giant canyon-like crevice that takes up the far side of this room, what are you doing?
Okay, so
I remember
me-
that there's a bridge.
Yes,
That I
there is
saw.
a wooden
I just
bridge.
want to go up to it and see,
what.
just see if it's stable to cross.
Sure. Make a investigation or perception check, whichever you prefer.
Dang. Too bad you can't, like, spice murmur all of this.
Andrew knows where my location.
Ish.
Ish. Oh wait. Perception.
He knows the general location of your corpse.
17.
17. All right. Let me see here. One second. Let me get this a little bigger, so we can have the full of an effect as we can. There we go.
Boost.
Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get, y'all.
Nice.
You said 17?
Yep.
Looking at this bridge, it is sturdy looking. It is a wood and rope bridge, but it seems to serve its purpose for whatever reason to cross this place. Looking about, it doesn't look like this bridge has been here long. It looks relatively new, meaning that perhaps this canyon is not as old as it might appear.
And can I see to the other side of it?
It is about a 80, 90 feet across. And yes, you can see like across the wall, you can see where the building looks like it continues underground. Very obviously carved, but there's like this whole section that is missing. In fact, as you look across and you kind of peer to one way and the other, you can see the darkness that extends in either direction. And what looks like stone walls recently mortared up on the far side. And then on your wall itself, it kind of curves across and you can see what looks like another tunnel that would be probably about 100 or so feet in that direction. And you see a figure that kind of moves in that other tunnel.
I just want to
You're
see if I can
looking
see
down and then up.
Yeah, if he's facing, let's say he's like facing the candles, it would be to the right. To his right, he sees like a distant hallway on the same side of the wall as you are, and there is a figure over there. Though at this distance, it's kind of hard to make out.
I want to creep closely to it without it being noticed.
Oh.
But I will hide in the darkness and get myself concealed doing it.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
Do I even need a roll?
Yeah. Always. I'm always hoping
8
for
plus
that.
15.
I'm always hoping for that natural one.
The 5%.
Yeah. As you kind of skirt to the edges, because we'll say that the line of candles is kind of represents the edges of the crevice there. You can get as far as there to the edge.
So 23?
23, yeah.
Yeah.
Iskra, from your tunnel's perspective, across this wall, you kind of peer down the other side, and you can see now as you're looking around, the opposite side of the canyon wall has some like recently mortared walls up, and then you can see that probably about 100 feet to your left down that canyon wall there is an opening where it looks like a large enough for like a grand hall or something to fit into, and what looks vaguely like maybe a rope bridge that goes across.
Looking at the recent mortaring up of the walls and the ground, I'm gonna just kind of muse in the spy's murmur to everybody. There's walls on the other side of this canyon here that look new. Like maybe there was an accident, like this chasm wasn't always here. Thinking back to the Azet League on Ravnica and the types of incidents that they could cause.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was man-made.
I couldn't say for certain.
Well,
It'd have to be a lot of damage if it was man-made, though.
well, we saw how they were able to manipulate the ground when we were watching those racings happen.
That is a good point. I
Should
think
be
I'm going to
about-
turn around. I can't go anywhere from here.
It may be possible that we are inside of one of those. Now that I think about it. They are quickly approaching, though.
I'll try to make my way back.
Okay. If you see Khalil, let him know.
Of course.
Incidentally, you don't see Galil because he rolls so fucking high.
You know, taking one more look through my dark vision goggles, I turn around and start heading back.
Sees Galil, says to self, "No, that's a 3," and moves on with your day.
Why is tree underground?
Don't have questions. We don't have those questions.
All right,
You
so
rolled that
you
high.
continue to move back up the tunnel, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
True.
Down this hallway again,
Yes.
past what I identified was a cafeteria or mess hall.
Correct. All right.
Although I think I'm going to divert to the right as my next move because I haven't been down there yet.
Okay, so going this direction, you go to the right.
Yeah.
All right. How far are you wanting to go?
Well, I can go 50 feet in a turn, so if we're doing turns, then...
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's 25 right there. You can
okay,
see
then let's turn
the
again.
pass is right. To the right?
Yeah.
Go up here.
Can I pop that door open?
You take a second. Listen. Put your hand on the handle. You cautiously open the door. As it opens, it doesn't make a sound. Just kind of, there's like a little bit of like a soft, but not enough to like be a squeaky door as it opens. Just, it kind of pushes open. And directly in front, inside, you see 3 beds. Empty. A bookshelf directly on your right hand side up against this wall that the door kind of, as it opens this way, there's like this wall that goes directly across and meets at another door. It's a small room, probably about 15, 20 feet like wide, and then only about like 12 feet across. But you have these 3 small little like single beds that are just like up in a line on your left hand side. 2 of them, they're all made. 2 of them appear to be more in use. They're making not as like militarily tight as the other one.
Okay. Maybe the guards were sleeping here? Do I see anything other than the bookshelf in terms of place to store personal belongings or anything like that?
Up against this wall, as you take a kind of a step to peek in behind the door, there is a small weapons rack that holds a couple of short swords and an axe.
Okay.
But other than that, it is lit with the same kind of dim light torches.
Is there anything on the bookshelf?
It bears a surprisingly. It bears a decent amount of scratch marks on there. It looks like some heavy things are placed on here and probably dragged off. Perhaps armor or some sort that it gets put on here on these open shelves and then gets dragged off. So looks like there's some wear on the wood itself, but there's a couple of what looks like maybe rags and some little vials of like polishing oil and that kind of stuff. So like general care kind of items that are placed here.
Do I see that other door in the room?
Yeah, because it's directly in front of you, right on this, like right on the other side of this little bookcase that is set up against the wall. It's not so big that it hides it.
Okay. I'd like to check that out then.
Alrighty. Going over to this door, you find that.
And like these musings to myself, I'll be thinking out loud so that the party, whoever has a spy's murmur, is getting them.
Okay. Excellent. Opening this door, it is also open, and inside it looks more along the lines of perhaps a mage's quarters. There is move this back a little bit. No, this is the. Why do I keep this? I always hold on to it like I'm gonna refill it or something. There is a little bit of a shelving here that has what looks like papers, books, a couple of vials, and you see a couple of baskets of those of like crystalline looking rocks.
Okay.
Across this side, on this side over here, there is a somewhat little bit of a larger bed. And across from the bed that is on this side, there is a small desk with what looks like scrolls that are placed into a basket, a couple of papers that are spread out on top.
May have found a supervisor's office.
No people around.
So far, no.
Renan, what were you gonna say?
Just for the sake of reminding information that might be pertinent, remember I am invisible to magical science or divination.
Okay.
I
To that effect.
will-
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go for it.
All right. There were a couple vials, you said? I'm going to take them. I don't know what they are. Kindred can
Okay.
help me figure it out.
Cool.
The papers, I'm going to grab the papers and the scrolls as well.
Okay. It's like a little wicker basket that probably has about 7 or 8 scrolls that are wrapped up.
Okay, perfect. I'll use the basket to carry everything then and just kind of like
Stuff things in there.
stuff things in there.
Perfect.
And Red Riding Hood my way out since I've got my disguise cloak on as well.
What does your disguise look like right now? Or
Right
is it
now
activated?
I have not activated it.
Okay.
It's just a cloak at this point.
Got it. Looking very, very thieves guilty with your the cloak around you as you like abscond with this basket filled with papers. All right. As you are exiting here, Renan, Sol, Sonder, Arjun, Kindred, what are you guys doing here in the front room?
Let me get that bigger.
I know Kindred would, well, assuming if Iskra agrees, would be using mold earth to make the path around the doorway a little more difficult, so make it difficult terrain.
Kindred by committee agrees with this.
Nice.
Awesome.
The motion carries.
Emotion carries.
Can
And
you see,
motion
order.
passed.
you see the other side of the,
Get it here.
or like just a little further back? So that's
Yeah,
the
it's just
door
a-
over there.
This is a door right here.
Okay.
I put you over here standing by one of the ballistas.
We were
This
able to
very
move it enough to-
crude draw. This is where they had been placed the whole time.
Gotcha, okay.
Remember Oreo's by the doorway?
Right. Which
Waiting.
incident? Yeah, over here. Yeah. Okay. This freaking monstrosity. Yeah. You want her in here? Yeah. You know she's not gonna fly in there, right?
Oh, I'm well aware.
Okay. So
I
she is
wanted to
in the
make-
hallway.
She's just right there in the hallway, waiting.
Just like
And you
pretending to be
keep
a
on-
statue.
Jesus fuck, freaking Christ.
You keep on asking her if she wants to go in or out.
Do you want?
She
In or
just
out?
keeps
In or
like,
out?
pawing at the door.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I wanted to
yes.
create water as much as I could, and then
Where are you creating it
Make-
in?
uh,
Do you not need a container to create the water?
no, I don't.
Okay. I thought for whatever reason I thought create water is like you have to choose a container to create the water in first before you can create the water.
I could make it rain instead.
I mean, I
It falls
don't
as
know.
rain in a 30-foot cube.
You just
It'd
start
be
throwing
good to
money
keep
on
in
the thing.
mind if we light the place on fire and we start choking on the ashes.
But yeah, I'll make it rain and collect the water that way.
Okay.
And then if I can shape that back into like 2 ice walls.
Okay. Where? What the heck? Where and what the heck are you doing?
Can we do that in front of each ballista?
2 ice
Great
walls.
cover for us. Yeah.
Well, there's currently a bunch of barrels and boxes and stuff in front of it, as per described.
Let's do one like in the area that is between Sonder and what looks like Renan? No. From
Renan
one
is the
ballista,
one with wings that's not on full.
yeah, from one ballista to the other, like just 10 feet of.
Well, I mean, there's
'cause I can do
not
2 at once.
there's not really that much like space in between these two. So you're just building a little ice wall here, like that.
If that's 5 feet, then yeah, or
Yeah.
10 feet.
No, it's not 10 feet, but there's like only 5 feet between the two of you, so it doesn't really.
Can we go further back then?
You
Like just to
could.
create enough for us to use as cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
So say that you're here, and you're wanting to just create an ice wall like this, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
It's 5 feet up, a couple inches thick, and enough to because I can do 2 of them, so 10 feet across
All right.
for cover.
Who? All right. So, anything else anybody wants to do? Renan, what are you holding on to?
Would I be able to reach out with my senses and like make a nature or religion check on the subject of like feeling shifts in the wind of the hallway?
You can use a perception
feeling
check.
when coming.
There's no wind that is blowing through here. It is all still, but you can use a perception check to kind of just try and listen for something.
Okay.
But there's not enough of an air flow anywhere because the doors are closed, or the door is closed to the outside. Arjun, go ahead.
In the spirit of that, is Malzahar still outside keeping tabs, or
Last
they
night,
already bounced back?
he's already been baffed back inside because of the approaching peeps. That's how he found out and like bamfed him back in.
The marshmallows?
Marshmallow peeps. So, Jinx.
Got a
So
paper
that
cut.
that is a
No.
20.
Ugh. Reminder. 4 of
There's a
them.
20 what?
25.
25. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn this around. Huh. Huh. There we go. I can put this in a better position.
3 more, Galil, and you can obtain the knowledge of a...
All right. Anyway, so I got lost. What was happening? I was trying to fix this thing.
I see Sol and Galil potentially wanting to say things.
Okay,
No, I'm trying to cover up the blood.
gotcha. All right, so Soul, what were you gonna say?
Had a 25 perception.
25? Okay.
Remind me, did Soul notice the weird eye
No.
movement? Okay.
That
And
was
did
purely
it-
cinematic for everybody.
Okay. Did it like pop out and then turn, or
No.
was it just?
It just
a
moved.
glance?
It just moved.
Okay.
Yeah, if it had
Sure,
popped out, then it would be something that you would have noticed. But this was just because you had been in the process of telling people that you were worried about what is happening coming up next. And so that was enough distraction for you not to notice that the eye just kind of went from staring forward to like moving to look up at you. But if you were to look down at it now, it is still staring forward.
Okay. I'm just gonna flick his forehead to set his eye straight. Just kidding. Then I will carry on and carry this guy
All right.
and just try to stay out of the way because it looks like everyone's doing things.
Can I back up into the corner over here?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Arjun, what are you doing?
2 things. I need a concentration ring
Concentration.
Oh
room.
yeah.
because I had cast Intellect Fortress on Galil, Kindred, and Sonder.
Nice. Yeah.
I need to pull that up too.
What does that? What does that give us?
It's
Intelligence?
advantage.
Resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Nice. Okay.
Because I'm worried about you people.
You're the
And-
first.
Well, it is like hurting cats, as I've said before. And the other thing I was gonna do was use my item to get back a spell slot because I don't know when the next time we're actually gonna rest, and this might become relevant soon.
Alrighty. All right. Galil, what are you doing?
I'm trying to see if I noticed that figure there still.
I said you would have noticed the figure move around a little bit and then disappear.
Okay. Then I'm gonna, since I see what I see, I'm gonna go back to where Kindred messaged me before and wait there.
Okay. Coming back this way. You open the door and step out into this hallway here that is where you had first heard him. You open the door. Oh no, calm down, you.
I was about to say, oh no. Hurry up! Hurry up!
You open the door. In time to see a purplish haze coming from around the corner of the hallway, just out of sight. You see just a more, just for a brief moment, is a little glimmer of purple, and that's it. Your heart starts
I'm
beating
going back
quicker.
in. Yeah, I'm going back in and hiding.
You slowly, like a scene in Jurassic Park, you take a couple of steps back through the double doors and try and close them so the rafters don't notice you.
Get a chair, put it there.
Go hide under one of the cabinets. Hope that your reflection works off the dishwasher. What are you doing, Gilliel?
I'm gonna keep an eye out now
Okay.
and stay alert. That's all I'm gonna do.
Make a perception check.
Ooh, which dice? I can deal with that. 19.
19. Good to know. Over here, we have freaking Iskra, as she comes out into the hallway with her basket of goodies, of stolen goodies. You come out of the hallway and you like start walking up this direction. You see a large furry head poke its head around the corner as Oreo just kind of like looks around just to see as you can see her ears like perked up, raised as she comes around the corner and just kind of like sees it's you. And then kind of like just
Oreo.
walking up, you see that there is a door directly on your right, to your right.
One that I have not yet entered.
Correct. Make a perception check for it. And actually make a perception check for Oreo for me as well.
Aye.
I hope Oreo figures it out because I rolled a 1.
All right. You're just very
I
happy
thought
to see
Oreo
Oreo.
was a kitty.
That is amazing.
Perception, wisdom?
Yes.
Plus 7. Which 15 plus 7?
Okay. 15 plus 7.
22?
Yes.
22?
Yes, correct. Good job. We're learning math. The maths.
Yay.
22. Oh wait, hold on. Actually. Okay. Oreo's ears perk up. Iskra, you noticed Oreo's like head turn to the hallway, which is if you're facing this T intersection, it would be to your right hand side. Her ears just kind of turn and perk and listen.
Okay, I'm gonna look that way then too. Like, what's up, girl?
Coming up to the corner here, you peer around the corner and see a smaller room. Let's see if I can get this to fit without falling over. Nope. Don't fall. Just stay. Here around this corner, you see like a little watering trough. It almost looks like a little pool, about 10 feet across, and the water just kind of it has like a spigot where like it's got a pump that kind of comes up from the ground to feed into this water trough, which is random because there is not really any like these halls are only about 5.5, 6 feet across. They're small enough, not really meant for animals or anything. So it's kind of a weird thing for it to have, but yeah, nonetheless, here it is. But
yeah,
you don't see-
I wonder if it has to do with spell casting or something.
That being said, you don't see anything. Just the flickering shadows and dim light here in this space. And you don't see that Oreo, like, still stays fixed looking this direction, but doesn't move. She, like, in fact, it almost looks like she's gotten into that hunter mode of just, like, being absolutely still.
Well, Oreo's been right about this kind of thing before, so I'm gonna see if I can go around down that hallway
This
and
direction?
like not right directly in front of Oreo, but like back up the hallway I came down.
Oh,
and
this
then,
way?
like try to go around the other side
Sneak
and like,
around this side?
get the jump on whatever she's seeing.
All right, because Oreo will move forward a little bit, just kind of peeking around the corners. You can
And then I'll like go left around the corner,
left around this corner. Coming around.
head down.
Coming around the corner,
Trying
you
to be more careful too. I'm kind of like, one hand up against the wall as I like.
You walk forward, and directly ahead of you, there is a door. Cracked, open slightly. This one up here, directly in front. You can see that this door seems to be cracked open a bit. If you move past
Okay.
that point, I don't know, but
Yeah, I will.
okay.
It's the horror movie stuff. But there's a door that's a little bit ajar here. Oreo sees something that I didn't.
The rest of you silent, not saying anything. I mean, I know Adam can't say
Wait.
anything because
No.
I'm getting candy.
I was trying to research something on Kindred's sheet. Sorry, I missed what the.
Given
that-
my perception check, I assume I would have heard Iskra come through and
and then move off to the side. You heard the shifting.
Well, my feet don't make any noise.
True.
yeah.
But you would have been, being that you are watching the doorway, you would have seen that Oreo kind of padded a couple of feet forward and was like peeking around the corner. So you may not have heard Iskra, but you would have at least seen Oreo's reaction to Iskra's approach, and then her like disappear backwards into one of the passageways.
And I did talk to Oreo briefly, so
Oh, one thing, yeah. Then I'll move into the hallway,
Okay.
like behind Oreo and potentially around the corner.
This direction, this corner.
Yeah, like up down the hallway that
You
Iskra
ca-
went through. If I can get there, if I can shimmy past Oreo's ass.
You was gonna say you're gonna have to like kind of like shift past the large creature that is blocking most of this passageway, but you're able to kind of like Oreo's like not moving, like purposefully standing ground, not moving, and she's staring in that direction. But you can slip past that way.
And have
And
I heard anything else?
Mm-mm.
Then yeah, I'll go up to the T
Boop.
and I'll stay there and kind of
Listen to either side.
watch both.
All right. Iskra. You go up to the door that is cracked open.
mm-hmm.
Do you just go inside, or do you listen at the door? What are you doing?
I'm gonna pop it open, and before going in, once it's open, I'm gonna kind of get a look of however much view I can from outside there.
Okay. Popping. Ugh. I did forget to finish drawing this. Popping the door open, you see that here on the inside there is another table, kind of similar to the one that you had seen in the other room before. And then hanging up on the walls are various weapons racks, more spears, pole arms, swords, shields, various assortment. And your immediate attention goes to the sound of a door closing. You kind of peek into the room, and on the far corner, you see that there's a door shut with this wall that kind of like goes at an odd angle.
Something just went into a room, inside a room, like a closet maybe, or an
Any
office?
backup?
Beneath of this.
Are
Potentially.
you moving Renan from where you're at?
I am closest. Yeah.
What else? You said there's a table, like
Going up this way?
weaponry.
Going up this way. There's table, weaponry, a couple of
That was very disorienting.
yeah, I know, sorry. move Oreo a little bit off to the side so that her wings aren't blocking the view here. There is a table that is directly here, and then a bunch of shelving that has weapons storage racks up along the wall.
I am going to try that door that just closed.
Okay.
And I want to, because I have one of those flash bombs that we took off the watch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to flashbang that room.
Ooh.
All right. You take the handle and open the room just enough so you can fling this in. Your immediate attention goes to the fact that there is no light in this room. It is dark, pitch black. The only light coming from the crack that you have made by opening the door slightly. And you take the flash bomb
There's about to be light in there.
and you fling it inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you close the door? I'm assuming after you.
Yeah, I immediately
Immediately
close that
shut
crack
the
of
door, shutting the door. You wait a couple seconds and then you hear the poof on the inside. You see from the underside of the doorway the light like flash brightly, and then a little bit of smoke wafts out. You hear nothing.
There's no reaction from inside at all, as far as I can tell.
Nothing that you heard. And
All
you
right, well, I
had
have to
your
act
ear
fast after this, so I kick the door open.
kicking the door open. You see another room filled with weapons, chests containing armor lay open, and standing, looking directly at the door. Whoa, what was that? Standing there looking.
No idea.
That was strange. Standing there looking directly at the door is 2 Iron Shadow monks. Not moving, just standing, looking at the door. There's that briefest moment where you kick the door open, and your eyes like look around the room and focus, and you just see them standing there. And then it moves. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, snap.
Oh,
Look at me.
shit.
So when she kicked open the door, that gave me enough time to make it into the room, right?
You were probably a couple of feet away from the door, yeah?
15.
Nice. Risk. Riskra. Nice.
All right.
You can do it, Riskra.
15.
Am I rolling for Kindred, or do you?
Go. Whichever one.
You can roll for him, since he's in your vicinity.
Galil, 22.
And
Yep.
Of course, she's not making it easy.
Sonder.
Yep.
And Soul. Renan, go ahead.
26.
26.
Wow. 6.
Wow, indeed. Soul.
Hey, look at it this way.
I got a 12.
12.
Me minus you equals 20, though.
True.
Arjun.
True.
I got an 18. Kindred got a dirty 20.
Sonder, you're just like perfecting your ice wall. It's like, this is a craftsman ice wall. It's got like little spirals and designs all over it.
And cherubs.
Little dragon feet. At the,
Yeah.
Moving that.
dragons like
there.
inlaid and embossed inside. Perfect.
Down to
we
you,
fight.
like reaching out and touching Fume's finger with your sleeve.
It looks like those cool
Like the
3D
top of the
wood
system
carved
It's like
art you
the
see at the Chinese restaurants and buffets.
or the the
Oh, the creation of Adam.
the creation of Adam.
What?
Yes, the Adam.
Oh yeah.
We're going to place these two directly in this open door.
We ran through 5 atoms before we figured that one out.
So, Renan, we'll say that you made it right up to here, just about reaching the open door. And you are the first one to go.
Well, seeing as I heard a loud bang,
It wasn't loud. I mean, these are flash bangs, but they're more flash than they are bangs. It's not an explosion.
They're like magical
did I
and
hear
not completely analogous to
No.
our world's version.
Well,
don't
with
get
your
the
high
bang for your
perception, you would have heard something, and you heard Iskra like saying that she was gonna go for it, so you know that something is about to go down, possibly. LBI.
so I guess I'll move just inside, barely inside the door,
Okay.
and looking over at Iskra. What do I see through the door in front of her?
Nothing. There's you can see plaster at this angle. You can see directly ahead. You would have seen like the wall with more like hanging weapons. This is an armory. As such, the people that she is seeing are off like a ways from the door, so you can't see them. You just see Iskra standing there ready to do something, like she's in like a pose already.
And I suppose I will hold a guiding bolt for if they come out of the door.
If an enemy comes out the door.
If something comes out of the door that she looks somewhat spookish looking into.
Alrighty, excellent. Okay. That takes care of that. Galil, what are you doing at the moment?
At the moment, I'm being freaked out because
You saw the thingy-mabob? You saw the flash?
yeah.
Kindred is up next, PSS. And then Ardrin.
I'm just gonna drop sword.
Okay.
Open the door and go back out. Staying alert. I'm gonna hold Hunter's Mark.
I don't know why this does this like this sometimes. Kick the door open. Door, swords at the sides.
I'm
And you're
gonna
gonna
hold Hunter's Mark for whatever I see. I'm gonna attach it on there.
Got it.
Are we building an Iron Man? What's going on with the sound?
Yeah. I mean, we're just having a badass moment of him taking a deep breath as he like collects his fears, kicks the door open, swords at the ready, walks around the corner with his like cape cloaky thing billowing dramatically around behind him.
The new Chevy Asimar.
Hey, that sounds like
Oh no! Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's our next ad.
Oh no!
Show you.
Absolutely.
We're doing
Dreaming.
it. Let's go, Chevy Asimar. All right.
I approve. I also hate it.
Yeah, for real. Okay. Coming around the corner, you don't immediately see anything. You see the wall that's directly in front of you. You had seen the shimmer over here in this direction, like it kind of like was glowing off the walls for just that brief second before it disappeared. That being
Like,
said,
I'm gonna hold on to Hunter's Mark until I see it.
okay, until you see something.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get all of these pages in the right order so I can easily click around and freaking find them. Okay, so that ends your turn. You were holding that. Kindred, what is Kindred doing?
It'll be Hunter's Mark at second level, by the way.
Got it.
Can we move the camera back?
Yes.
Back, is there? Which one's Kindred? He's the one in all black, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a little green dude. Now that we have
Oh,
a
I see.
Hobgoblin Kindred, it is that he is no longer Hobgoblin.
So what did we hear out of all that?
Nothing.
We didn't hear the bang.
There was no bang.
Oh, okay.
The flash bangs they're not like so much sound as they are just a flash of like arcane light just going
Okay.
off.
So not like real flashbangs.
Correct.
Okay. With him, I'm thinking with him nothing. Yeah, I can't use English all of a sudden tonight. With him not having much to do at the front here, I'm thinking he might move towards the door and be ready to either cast something over the ice wall at.
So currently,
ballistas
you'd have to either to get to the door now. You either have to climb over.
No, the other door.
Oh, this
As in,
door.
Like he's preparing to leave if he has to, while being able to cast something at the opposing.
Backing
doors.
up.
I think that makes a lot of sense. He just wants flexibility at this point.
Yeah.
He probably figures that with Galil and Oreo and Renan and I now back there, if something were to happen, we can probably handle it. And he
Alrighty.
knows there's a threat coming from the other way. So that feels like a kindred thing to do, right?
I'm thinking
Yeah.
so.
All
He
right.
knows his own capabilities too.
And maybe hold like a cantrip in case something comes through the hallway where
Renan disappeared too?
and Iskra and everyone is. Yeah, something that he doesn't recognize. Maybe. What do you think
Okay.
would be good for that?
Firebolt is one that he uses a lot.
I was gonna go with Gust. Yeah, but that works. Firebolt.
Okay. Arjun, what are you doing? Are you the sole manner of the thing? Of the
At this point,
ballista?
yeah.
Okay.
The thing I told you last time, where
You're waiting
Well,
for
he would
someone to
be
open the door.
waiting for someone to fully open it, so that if this, bomb that he's firing goes off, it happens outside the room rather than at the doorway.
Alrighty.
And
Excellent.
this way, if he needs to, he can firebolt the ballista tip too with the magical powder and oil on it. So
But yeah.
Alrighty. Arjun, you're just holding that as an action in case that happens in this next little bit. Cool.
No.
What? Well, you're coming up in a little bit. You're not. We'll get to you. We'll get to you. Because right now,
It's okay.
right
That was
now,
something.
yeah, we are switching back over to this room as the first Iron Shadow. Now, like, you don't see any face. You just see that iron mask, and like, there's a briefest flick of his wrists, and two daggers appear in his hands. They just like seem to fall from his sleeves, and just like, whoosh, and then he has two daggers. Let's see here. He is going to launch forward at you. Two darts as he just kind of like quickly like whoosh, tries to throw them. He is making this a disadvantage because he cannot currently see very well.
yeah,
So the masks don't protect their eyes. Good to know.
Or he just really rolled bad. That is going to be. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I don't think it was gonna be a 21 for one of them, and then a 19 for the other.
well, they both hit me.
Okay. Well, one was a 12, so I figured that one didn't go. Correct. Right. Yeah, your AC is higher than 12.
Yes, my AC is higher than 12, but it's not higher than 21 or 19.
Got it. Got it. The two. I'm kind of losing all of my juju now. There it goes. That is going to be 12 points of piercing damage total from those two darts.
Ow.
And then he is going to run directly sideways into the wall, and you see him just leap like as if he's diving into a pool. Whoosh, dive into the wall. hitting just the right amount of shadow to where he just disappears. And that's gonna put him out of sight for right now. Renan, what is your passive? Or your perception? Your passive perception?
$18.
18. Ooh, yes. I will say, if you want, you do notice the briefest flash of a figure that is moving. That is kind of like diving across your field of vision just on the other side of Iskra. You can try and make an attack now, or are you wanting to hold it?
Hold it.
Okay. That ends that one's turn. This other one approaches you, Iskra, as like those two darts go like slice, like they don't stick into your body. They just do enough to like catch you off guard. They, the first one kind of threw wild, you dodged, and then with that other move, it was almost more of like an accidental. You moved right into it because it would have missed you
like
otherwise.
dodge into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like kind of rolling my shoulders and like classic.
Yeah, trying to like dodge and move.
Hong Kong movie, like.
It is a thrown item,
Ooh,
so you
could I catch it?
If you want.
Because I did damage to it, or it did damage to me.
Yeah.
Okay, boy, how does that work? I have to roll higher than the damage.
Well, that was 6 per dart. So as long as you get,
Okay.
you can use it to catch
At
one of them,
least.
at the very
All right,
least. And I think
I'm
it's a
doing it.
D10 plus whatever it is. What
Plus
is
my dexterity plus my modifier plus my monk level is the amount of damage that I can reduce if I catch it.
Okay.
Oh, when I came into the room and saw what was going on, when I prepared my spell, I would have kind of lightly beat my wings just enough to let Iskra know that I was behind her.
Okay.
Okay, so how do I find out whether I caught it? Sonder,
Roll-
you've used this before.
Oh, if you negate all of the damage.
Oh,
well,
that's all it
Yeah, if you
is-
negate the damage all
okay,
the way.
so
then you can throw it
I
back.
automatically
Because there was
Get
only
this one?
6. Yeah.
all right.
So you can
Yeah.
catch it. You catch it, negate, so you can take back 6 hit points. So as you catch one, we'll say that that's the movement. As you catch it, the other one like catches you, and you can use a key point to fling it back as he like runs towards the wall, or not. It's up to you.
And it counts
Hell
as
yeah,
a
I'm
monk
gonna do it.
weapon, so it should be a 1d8 throwing it back.
Cool.
All right.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay, that is going to be. And Sonder, thank you for the rule assist. Uh, 23.
23. Oh, yeah, that hits. Nice. Fling it at me. You fling it back as the other one catches your arm, and you're still in pain, but the dart flies across the room as he flies through the air and into this like shadowy corner of the wall.
Okay, so the amount of damage that I did to him is 6.
6 points of damage.
So it's exactly the correct rate.
Nice. That is amazing.
With the
Okay.
one hand that's not holding the basket currently.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So then, all right. So we did that. So then this one's gonna do his attacks, and he's gonna make 4 unarmed strikes against you as he like comes at you with a flurry of kicks and punches. This one actually
Wish
made
that my
his thing
initiative were higher than his.
for sure. That is going to be a 16, a 13.
He's not.
A 20 and two 26s. So we got 2 attacks that hit
Those both hit.
because I rolled 19s on both of those.
I'm going to be blocking with the basket, very Jackie Chan style.
Yeah. All right, so that is going to be 6
You're free.
and 5. So 11 points of bludgeoning damage. It's like, it goes in for that first 2 blocks. You manage to avoid damage from taking damage from those first hits. Yes.
Yeah, like I stop the punches with the basket, so then he goes for kicks. I'm like, ah.
Alrighty. Then that breaks it up. Now it is your turn.
All right. Then for this guy, I will be coming right back at him.
Alrighty.
We're gonna do unarmed strikes. Well, okay, yes.
And then Sol, you'll be up
So-
next.
She's gonna toss the basket with one hand, punch with the other.
That's totally what's gonna happen.
Yes.
So here's what we're gonna do.
Just tossing the basket to the other hand, back and forth.
Okay, so the first is a 26. So right back at you.
Nice. That hits.
And then the second one is. My math is not mathing today. Give me. 12. Third attack. 14.
14 misses.
And okay. And the last one.
You need to get as long
I'm
as you
gonna go ahead and do a flurry of blows. So
Go
I'll
for
take
it.
2 more.
Hey, away.
All right. That one is 26 again,
26. Nice. That hits.
and then the last one is 25.
That also hits. As long as you rolled above a
And
17.
so the way I'm gonna do it is like the first hit is I smack him in the face with the basket. Then the second one I'm gonna punch like through the little arm like carrier of the basket.
Okay.
So it's like going whoop, and like pop him that way, and then smack him in the side with it, and then throw it at him as the final one.
Nice. It was like you just keeps getting hit side after side. It turns into this very like you said that Jackie Chan, but like slightly fast forwarded action movie thing, where it was like the older 1980s kung fu, which is like and all in the light of that is pouring, the dim light that is pouring in from the open door.
And then so for the couple that actually ended up doing damage, because I think it was 2, 3 of them
3,
that
yeah.
actually hit. 3.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Let's see. That's forget that. I have technology.
There you go.
28.
28 points of damage. Very nice. You feel, even with those fists striking the masks on the inside, like through the basket and such, that impact, you can hear it kind of reverberate and echo enough. It kind of like stings your knuckles a little bit, but you've hit harder things, and you press onwards. Anything else you're wanting to do? Or stay put? Move off?
I will use my bonus act. Well, I used my bonus action already, which was Flare Bliss. So never mind.
Okay.
I guess that's what I do.
Alrighty.
Yes.
As the awesomeness continues, we move back to this small room where Soul, as your turn is coming up, all of you in this room hear shouts and grunts coming from the other side as someone tries the door handle and finds that it is locked to this room because you guys had locked it before you had done anything. And you can hear this like what sounds like a small army of individuals on the other side, like barking out orders in Goblinoid. Sonder. Well, you're muted, but Soul's up next.
Are there arrow slits to
Nope.
shoot? No, right. It's just the door.
Just the door. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Soul, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I am going to see those chairs by the table. that I'm next
Yes.
to? I'm going to take out the chairs, put this guy in the chairs, and push him in under the table, just to kind of keep him secure there.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to take a hide action if I can do that.
Where would you like to try and hide?
I think I'll try to be behind. So how high up is that ice block again? Ice wall?
5 feet.
Okay, I think I can sit down and kind of like punch over, hide behind this ice block wall. It's not see-through, is it?
It is only a couple inches thick, so yes, but not like.
Damn.
It's not like yeah, it's not like glass, but it's not, it's only a couple inches, so they can see darkness. They may not know what it is, but you can still try and hide there if you wish.
Where Sonder is, against the wall. I
Yeah,
think there's space there I can hide.
sure. If you want to hide over here, in the side
Like
corner,
right next to him, though.
yeah, move back over here.
But like up one.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's right there, so you mean like right there? Cool.
And then, so I will
Oh, we did that
take
already.
the hide action.
Perfect.
And I will roll for stealth.
Yeah.
Also, there's light in this room of some sort, right?
Yeah, dim light. Yeah, so you can see. It's not super bright, but you can see.
23.
Alrighty. 23.
I'm going to
Perfect.
take my whip out, and I don't think I can hold action because I did an action, but I'll have my whip out ready.
All right. This is. All right. So, hiding and doing that, you get ready for anything that might come through. Ardrin and Kindred and Soul, Sonder, you guys hear those voices at the door. You can hear them jiggle it, and then you hear for a moment that the voices seem to like pull away, like they're still talking and shouting at each other, and they back away. And then with a thunderous boom, something strikes at the door from the outside. A loud buckling sound of metal. And then the door flies off its hinges and flies towards Ardrin and the first ballista. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as this door careens and parts of the wall just fly outwards. And it's not an explosion. There's like brute force that just knocks everything back.
Back to Zed, yeah?
Back to the...
Ooh, not great.
Was it Fume just like Kamehamehaing the door?
Wait, she's way of the Dragon Ball.
Does Kindred need to make one as well? Or just me?
He is further. You are the closest to the door, so I'll say it's just you at the moment.
Not great. It's an 8.
8.
Oh,
The door. We'll say.
Fuck out.
10. All right. As the door flies back towards you, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as the door just catches you just barely. Not like terribly, but this door is blown off the hinges, and you can see now the space beyond is dark, but you do see that there are people. You can fire off your bolt that you have been waiting for if you wish.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Come and knock on my door.
What do I roll for? I'm sorry, folks. 3 is company.
You. Oof. Okay, hold on. Lista. I don't know if there's a.
I doubt I'm proficient with ballistas, so.
Yeah, you gotta spend more time talking to Iskra on the reclaimer.
Oh yeah, we did work on that.
To be fair, we did sort of pre-firing solution this thing at the door earlier, so.
This is true.
Yeah. I think you roll an attack. Where the heck are? Oh yeah, let's go to this.
Would just be a D20 plus my dex, no proficiency or.
That's what I'm assuming.
Eric's mate.
There it is. I was like looking for vehicles. I was like, ballista was not popping up for whatever reason, and I was like, I know that there's a thing for ballista here. You add +6.
+6. Okay. Not that I'm complaining, but where's the +6 coming from?
I don't know. That's what a ranged weapon attack is, a +6 on a ballista.
Nice.
So it's a 16.
Naturally.
16.
Yeah. I mean, it should also be noted that I'm not aiming specifically for a person, but it's just outside the door, slightly down.
He's dead.
And Kindred still has the firebolt prepared as a hold action.
Yeah.
So once
Alright.
it connects.
Let me see here. I'd like to know where he is getting 10d10 from. All right, so
Sorry,
as
what
you,
now?
no, I don't know. He shouted out 10d10, and I was like, fire the ballista to hit the debris. 10d10. I was like, I don't know what he's referring to. So as this
The
bolt,
debris of the door is basically on us at this point.
yeah,
isn't it?
exactly. It blew inward, so there was nothing to fly. You can fire out into the crowd. You see there.
Oh, like this is my T-shirt cannon.
Yes.
Ass fits you, death.
Suddenly goat swag.
There you go. All right, let me make sure I'm doing this correct. Okay.
Pew 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 pew.
Okay. Does Kindred fire off this firebolt as the bolt is flying into the crowd?
I mean, I'd say for fun and profit.
Yeah.
For profit?
Yeah.
All right. Have Kindred roll a attack roll. Oh my god. For the firebolt.
10d10.
Make a spell.
it's his spell attack.
Yeah.
That's cocked. 14 plus 9. I can't count right now.
14 plus 9.
23.
23. All right.
See, Kindred, you should have made your sheet rollable, because now you're just making my life harder.
Now you're going to have to roll all of these things. That is going to be all right. He fires the firebolt off, and there's this brief moment as the oh god. Let me change this for a second.
And Thay buckled a quarter inch.
The firebolt fires across the room, just flies across, lighting up the space. The bolt had fired in, and the firebolt goes as follows. And you see it for a brief moment as that bolt stops, spins around, and flies back towards you guys.
Uh-oh.
The bolt flies past each other, missing. You can see for a brief moment this firebolt splash against a humanoid figure dressed in black, like monk clothing. For a brief moment, a face is seen as like a photographic flash on the other side as Lagan, hand extended outwards as that bolt leaves his hand, flying towards the ballista from which it was launched.
The dude caught a freaking ballista bolt. Guys, we're in trouble.
Did we just get Uno reversed?
We did. They +4'd us.
I feel like catching a ballista bolt is slightly different than catching a shuriken.
I mean, you would normally be
Moms,
correct.
they're broken.
Normally be correct, but with what he
I want to
rolled,
be an iron monk in my next campaign.
oh, he's not an iron monk. He rolled
It's called a
2,
dragon.
yeah, with his like the same kind of proficiency thing plus level, and then he rolled a natural 20 on this thing, which was basically the only freaking way that this would have worked. The bolt flies forward, striking the ballista in front of Ardrin. And there's this smattering of glass as everything lights with a loud bang across the room. The
Arjun keeps on
I'm
getting
in
sprayed in the
danger.
face.
Ardrin,
So I still have to roll a
So-
concentration check for the last one.
go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to need you to make another dexterity saving throw, as well as Kindred, Sonder, and Soul, who are also in the room, as shrapnel explodes outwards in a bunch of different directions.
Nat 20 on the concentration,
Heck yeah.
which was really good because the initial roll was a 1. Dex,
27.
14. I really wish I would have saved that nat 20.
I really wish I had
Everything's going so slow.
Aaron,
Having a bad day.
I've got to remind you I have blind sight.
Everything is cool
Correct.
when you're
What is the range in that?
friends.
Just 10 feet.
Okay, 10 feet. Nope, I don't need this. I need this. God damn it. Stop
Everything is
opening
very
the
much not awesome.
Well, he only gets one
Okay.
reaction per round, so
We don't know who else is out there.
So, as what was the dex checks, by the way? What was
27.
your 27 for yours? Cool. Soul.
What was mine?
So I'm hiding, so the shrapnel has to make a perception
Check to hit
me.
you. Yeah. That's how that works. 100%.
I got I got a 7 on my deck saving throw.
Okay. That is 37 points
I got
of
14.
damage for you. You said what was yours?
Oh.
14?
Yeah.
Oh,
so you get inspiration.
I got inspiration, so I'm gonna reroll.
Have you got who got
Already had inspiration.
who got under a 15?
I rolled a
Um,
7 the first time, and I rolled a 6 the second time.
Oh, no.
Kindred
Thank you, though,
need,
Dreamy. I appreciate it.
Yes.
to roll for that as well.
That's everybody in the room as this kind of just goes all like these like rocks go scattering in all directions.
Oh no, it's an 11.
Hey,
37 points.
would have been a great plan though.
37 points there as well. Halved if you make
have
it
returned to her
above.
table.
If you made above a 15, you get half that.
I cannot edit anything on Kindred sheet, so
Okay.
I'll just write it down.
I can.
You give him a fighting chance.
I can pull it up.
Well,
So
I
he
guess
can.
it's time to go like this.
We still got this, I think.
Got it.
Laid plans
Oh,
of mice and
okay.
kindred.
Heck, Soul. Listen, Kindred, get your butt in here. He's all I got it. He's taking care of it from over there. Okay.
You got it, sweetie. You're doing beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, so then going back to this page, you see Lagan run forward into the room. Where is freaking?
That's not allowed.
Damn legume.
By the way, did you say anything about damage, Aaron?
Yes. If 37 points of shrapnel damage, piercing damage.
Per person?
They
Was
got-
it like 37 total spread amongst?
Spread amongst everybody else.
Well,
That lentil shouldn't
there was
be in here.
splash damage, so if that's what you're asking.
Okay, this is
All right,
gonna
I'm
be.
gonna take 37 points of flash damage.
He is going. That is going to be his reaction. And he's moving into the room. And is gonna leap up on top of the ballista. And he's got. You can see like a short sword up on top there. That ends those two turns.
Sir, they're not me.
They're
I need
not-
to roll concentration again, but I
Screw it.
don't have any hope.
Sonder,
for it.
it is your turn. You are literally the bottom of the initiative. I don't know how this happened, but you are. It is your turn.
Okay.
We're here.
Is he looking at? He's not facing me, right?
No, he is looking towards the one who just fired the ballista and is now like jumping up there on top of it.
Would I know that if I fire the ballista into the crowd, it will hit multiple people and do damage, or just hit one and like?
You have no idea.
I'm turning it to Lagan. Firing on his ass. Wait, no, he's too close.
He's very
Hi,
close.
I'm right here, and so are we.
Yeah. No, never mind.
We just had
Okay.
a trial run of how that goes in here. You want to do a second run?
Saunders
I could
like,
take another
"Whoa,
37
nope."
hit.
Yeah. From the angle that I'm at with the door, does it look like I can hit? Like,
You don't
is there
see.
a group
You don't
of
see.
people, or,
There's
like, is there a-
nobody. Yeah, they
Minus.
cleared the space for whatever caused this door to blow inwards. So there's nobody
Gotcha.
around there
Okay.
right now yet. Until the next round, maybe it might fill up with people.
I'm going to walk alongside the little ice wall that I've made
I'm gonna run up over
and
here.
smack Lagan off of his high horse,
Sure.
hopefully. Yeah. Let's do Staff of Xylas. Wow, 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 wow. That's an 18 to hit.
That one hits.
Okay. That will be 11 points of damage. And let's go ahead and try to stun this guy.
Sure.
So he needs to make a
Constitution
Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. Whatever reason the D&D Beyond app is dice roll is hella slow. That is gonna be a
mine's acting
9.
like that right now,
That is it yours too? Okay, cool. It's not just me. 19.
He passes that.
You see him as you bring your staff up and around. He brings the blade up, and it like goes up along the blade, but makes him like bend backwards.
So he's gonna take. He'll still take the 11 points of damage.
Yep.
Just no stunning strike. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do a little leap over the ice block
Yeah.
past him
Past him in
and
which
towards
direction?
the door.
Over here, up this way.
Towards the door.
Yeah, that's what I said. Up
Yeah,
here,
just towards
this
the
way.
door, like right in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Straight in front of the door.
I would move this direction.
I have mobile, so he can't do an opportunity attack against me. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will. Do I see anyone in front of me? Or
About
anything?
yeah, about probably 15 feet back outside the door in the entryway. There's about 20 people that are standing there ready to move.
Dear God.
Then I will. Hmm. 15. Okay.
I just don't have enough map to cover everything.
Yeah. Then
Sorry.
let's do Breath of the Dragon in a 15. In a 20-foot cone to try to get as many people as possible.
Okay, 20-foot cone.
And that's going to be lightning damage.
This is just gonna be
So we
fun.
need to
You're
do-
doing his attacks.
Dex saving throw of 16 or
16. Let's say
yeah.
that you can get 6. Looks like 6 people within that range.
Okay.
Okay. That is going to be dex saving throws, right? You said.
is.
So that is going to be oh my god, what am I doing here? 14 fails. Then you use 16. 1 success, 2 successes, 3 successes, and
Successes take
3 failures.
okay. Successes take 10 points damage. Failures take 20 or 19. Sorry.
Okay. Nope. 20. Nope.
Do I see?
11. You
Wait,
said
that's-
10? 10 points of damage, you said? Successes take
yeah,
10 points?
10 points of damage. 19. Successes take 10 points. Failures take 19.
Damage. This one is 25. This one
Nice.
takes damage. This one takes 19. Right is
The one
very.
guy from that meme with the purple and the shining.
Oh my god, so many things. Sorry, guys. Okay. I hate too many
Okay, I'm
moving parts.
Distracting everyone. while you
Too
do
many
quick
moving
motions.
parts. Too many moving parts. No, you do not see Fume in the mist. It looks like there's mostly Thayan soldiers that are here, mixed with maybe 4. You can see 5 people that are dressed not in soldiers' garb, but none of them look like Fume.
Okay.
That ends your turn.
Let's do as a bonus action.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna do aspect of the worm, and I'll turn on frightful presence. Well,
What are you gonna do? It.
let's
What are
do
you doing?
resistance instead.
Okay.
Resistance instead for fire damage.
Fire damage. Perfect.
So anyone within 10 feet of me is resistant to fire, as well as myself.
Alrighty, cool. Arjun, what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
Did that use my reaction to fire that, or
That was your action. We were saying bonus. It'd be bonus.
was my
Oh
action.
yeah. Well, yeah, your reaction because you were holding it, right?
was it a hold action? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that changes that. Never
Okay.
mind.
Run on. We are now at the top of the round at last, and you see from the shadows, just behind Iskra, crawling from the ground,
Not from the shadows.
Yeah, from the shadows. The Iron Monk does a quick push off the ground and leaps up from nothing, not focused on you, but seems to be trying to flank Iskra. What are you doing?
So I'm going to move forward. If I have to make a stealth roll, that's fine. I want to move as quietly as possible to like get up behind him. Can I make a stealth roll on that?
Sure.
Natural 20.
Alrighty.
Do I need my total?
That still, yes, you do, because natural 20s only work on critical successes on attacks and ability checks.
24.
Oh no, it is ability checks, right? Or is it just attacks? I don't remember. 24. Let's see.
It's more fun if it's ability checks.
Yeah, it's true. Okay. He doesn't. I mean, as far as you can tell, he doesn't seem to notice that you're coming up to him.
And with that, as soon as I get behind him, I, in a slightly thundery voice, say, "That was a mistake," and cast Word of Radiance.
Alrighty. What does that do?
He needs to make a con save.
Constitution save. Oh my god, why is this taking so long? I'm not using these dice anymore. Of course you do. Why do you mess up today? It's fine. 11.
Pretty sure. Oh, cool. He failed. And with that, burning radiance erupts from my body.
Uh-huh.
Takes 3d6, which comes out to 14 damage.
14 points of radiance. Okay.
Radiant damage.
Yep.
Yes.
Anything else that it does, or is that it?
That's it, but it's 5 feet. So,
Okay.
Oh,
Like-
is it like a thing that lasts? Like if he stands in it, he's
I wish, but no.
oh.
No. This isn't Galil's supernova BS.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
no, just a searingly hot burst of light, and then I guess I'll draw my sword and stand there.
Alrighty. Then in that case, you see the fire and the radiant light erupt around him. There's that moment where you can see his body like in the shimmering flames of your radiance as the clothes kind of like billow upwards, and then it falls and it looks a little like singed and burnt, and then it just kind of like you see it turn its head sideways enough to where you can see its attention now focused on you. That ends your turn. Back in this small room, Sonder. What's up?
I sent you a message.
Where?
I wanted to just move back behind the ice and not be in the open. Like,
You left yourself there. You should have said that beforehand. I'll do it. You can do it, but I'm just saying, like, make sure-
you had moved on.
Well, I meant like say it on your turn. If you move on, then it's the end of your turn. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Well, no, that's actually perfect. As you moved there to the back, you hear a voice in the room with you. Huh. Water child. I found you. And you just look over your shoulder. From the ceiling, you see this vapor that kind of is coalescing and swirling around as fume becomes corporeal behind you. You do this slow moment of like rising up and meeting her, but it's just like face, body. It just all from this like this almost like foggy looking cloud that just kind of like swirls down as she becomes corporeal in front of you.
She doesn't even go here.
Oh, you have made such a mistake coming here. And she's gonna charge at you. You see her fist, like you hear for a moment as her, like she cracks her knuckles as she gets into a fighting punch straight to your face, followed by another one trying to go up towards your jaw. God, I want to use these dice, not use these dice, but I have to use these dice because they're terrible. The first attack is going to be a 24 to hit. The second attack is going to be a 10, so that misses. That first attack. Nope, I'm not using this anymore. I'm not waiting. This is taking freaking forever. The first attack is going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage as it strikes you across the jaw. That shock allows you to kind of backstep enough to where that other fist goes whoosh just past you. And then you see her as she that quick 1-2 punch, and she goes back into a fighting pose and gets ready for whatever you might be doing next.
Patient defense. All right.
All right. Up in this hallway, as you are marching your way this way, Galil, you can hear the loud explosion in the room somewhere that kind of echoes out in the hallways of this space. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go back towards where everyone was.
Okay. What's your movement speed?
35?
35?
Yeah, 35.
35. That gets you right up into the confines of this space. I will say the doorway that is back over here, you see light that kind of just shimmers out brightly, like flashing in that room that you had passed that was locked earlier. And just kind of like something happens in there. But that's about as far as you're gonna get. Oreo, if you want to, you had told Oreo to come find you. If stuff goes down. So Oreo comes up and around the corner. But you see as she comes around the corner, her head is turning back towards the room where your friends are at, but then also into this room. And it looks like she's just kind of like, her ears keep moving and satelliting around, like hearing all of these things happening everywhere all at once. What are you guys doing?
Poor pretty tat.
Come through the wall.
Is that it? Is that all you're doing? Galil?
Yeah, that's all I can do at the moment.
Okay. Kindred is up next then. In this room, Kindred just watched as fume appeared from a gaseous form that had come down from the ceiling, forming and coalescing into her. She made her first couple of strikes against Sonder. Lagan is standing here on the top of the barrels and thing, looking ready to take whatever is going to happen next.
My thought, because these people are too close to do some of the big things, is to do something targeted. And I'm thinking mental prison.
Okay. Well, it's up to you.
How do you feel about that, Iskra? Well, I'm just throwing out ideas. I'm conferring with my colleague over here.
Yeah. You know what? That works pretty well. I was thinking either that or going for a steel wind strike, but being as these are monks, you probably wouldn't try that against them because there's a high chance that they will be able to dodge.
I'm thinking he was reacting to the first threat he saw in the room, which he was preparing to do it on Lagan.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
This is spell save. Mental prison, so intelligence 17.
All right.
That'd be something a monk does not have. As he's aware.
Yeah, I can't
Oh my
actually
god,
click
this.
the cast button on that. But
Oh. All right. Okay.
so we took it, or
Yes, this one is like he rolled a 16, so just under.
okay. So he takes. I'm just gonna roll it on mine because that's easier.
This is mental prison, you said?
Yes. He takes 29 psychic damage, and he is restrained. I think it just go away now.
I forget the way Kindred flavored the mental prison the last time that he used it.
I don't remember either. I'm just looking at the mechanics right now. I can't fluff
Makes-
the two
makes-
things at the moment.
yeah.
If the target is of the illusion or makes a melee attack through it or reaches any part of his body through it, takes another 10d10. So right now he just takes the 5d10, which was 29.
All right. So now he is concentrating on this. The spell, as it like takes hold, you can see for that brief moment, Ardrin, as this human monk jumps up, sword ready, having just like deflected a bit of Saunders' attack. His eyes like shimmered the same like arcane light that Kindred's eyes shimmer, and you see a smile curl on his lips.
Nope.
The four
like
floating
that.
monsters. Okay.
That's not cute.
Kindred, is that the end of Kindred's turn?
Oh yeah, doesn't he see like 4 like angry beholders or something like that?
I
thought that
think
was
so.
it.
Yeah, that's what he just said. The four floating
Just
monsters now.
walking
Don't
around in a
fucking
circle
touch
saying,
him.
Shame, shame. I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna back out of the room.
Whoa.
No, just basically up to the junction.
Back up this way.
Yeah.
Door is open.
And maybe just around the wall, kind of just be like, just sort of peeking around.
Yeah,
it.
that's sensible. That's a very Kindred thing.
I would say towards the others.
On the side? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or actually, no, put him the other way. I had an idea.
Okay. Putting him there. That ends Kindred's
You know
turn.
what? Actually,
That ends Kindred's turn.
I believe
It
so.
is now Ardrin's turn.
Ow! Fuck! Shit! What? Ow! Do I get the idea that this person is in fact in that angry dream state, or does he seem very lucid and aware of his surroundings?
Make an insight or perception check, whichever you prefer.
Oh, they're both going to be terrible.
Does
Or arcane check, I
Arjun
guess.
get some
Arcana.
kind of bonus because he can do the same spell?
Sure. Give it with advantage.
Oh, well, it won't. I doubt it will be. Oh, look at that! I wasted my one good roll of the night. It's a 22 for that.
22. You saw the spell go off. You saw it affect Lagan. In most situations when this spell affects a creature, you can see the reaction is normally one of fear or not knowing what is happening, basically. This was a very different reaction. Even though you saw the spell seem to take, it was a very different reaction than what you have seen happen before.
Apparently, we just used his fetish against him. Okay, so
He's into it. He's into it.
safe word is pineapple. Arjun's going to back up a little disconcerted by all of that.
Yeah.
Mine's kumquat.
Going this
And
way.
hopefully that didn't. I can probably lose the concentration ring because I don't think that. I don't think I beat the concentration for that earlier.
Oh, okay.
13. What?
13.
Actually, you can put it back because I'm going to attempt it on Fume and see if the reaction is any different.
All right.
So, just going to send this person over to the Rose Garden, and hopefully they stay there and they aren't happy about it.
It's a intelligence saving throw, correct?
Yep.
This is literally the worst thing of all time. That is going to be a 27.
Well, they still take damage.
You can see the spell as it like goes into her mind as she is like focused. You see her eyes like turn to Arjun really fast. The lights glimmer through her eyes. Then she looks back at Sonder and just smiles. Your friends are quite nice, water boy.
So they still take 32 psychic damage.
Okay.
And I guess you can get rid of the concentration ring after all, because if it didn't take.
She's living up to her
32?
reputation so far.
Yeah. And there's this sort of splash of blood on Ardrin's face as all of that just happened, and it's just, oh shit. This day's gonna get so much fucking worse, ain't it? And he's just gonna use the spice murmur and just, everybody, we need to get out of the room. We need to do it now.
Alrighty.
He's gonna fucking bolt.
Movement. You have, let's see, 5, 10, 15. You have 30 total,
Yeah.
right? I'll put you right into the doorway as you're leaving that space and start taking out. We now move.
Actually, no, that works. I can work with that. I'll cry.
We move back over here as the I'm gonna move you this way so you can see the other little dude in the wingspan of Renan as the shadow guard here turns his head just slightly forward and then back kicks towards you. That is going to be, it does a 1 back kick and then a swinging punch. That is going to be a 17 for the first one, which misses.
Match.
Matches. 17 hits you. The next one is a 19. So the first
I'm pretty
two,
sure that one missed. I'm just
the back kick catches you off guard as he swings around for a punch. As that both strikes, his movements are so much faster than you had seen before. You've seen Iskra fight, you've seen Sonder fight, you've seen some of the other monks that they have taken out. These movements seem almost to blur with Shadow as he moves. He's going to take 2 more swings at you. That is going to be 14 on the
and
third
he's gonna
one.
make a dex save.
Okay, 14 on the third one, and then 16 on the fourth one. All those last 2 miss,
So he
right?
missed the.
The last 2?
There you go. There you go. So he hits twice. The second one, I say he needs to make a dex save, and then he misses the other 2.
All right.
Because
So
I shocked the shit out of him.
that first attack is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage. The second attack is going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And then he needs to make a dexterity saving throw, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is going
Oh, wait,
to
I can math.
that is going to be a 13.
Yeah. He says.
All right.
So that being said, he's gonna take 2d8. Oh, that's wrong. That's 2d8 lightning damage.
Alrighty.
And that is 15 lightning damage.
Perfect. Those first 2, that makes sense
I
then.
see why he missed.
Yeah, those is that like lightning course through his body. You can see his body like shake and hold, and then none of these are. All right, cool. That is going to be he is going to now not stay there. He is going to move across the room and leave your space. You can try and make a swinging attack, a physical attack, but he is moving to back away into the corner where the shadow is once again. All right. If you're not going to say anything, then he's going to disappear and jump into the shadows as he moves away.
As he moves, I'm kind of just gonna watch him moving.
Yeah. And like just dives in, dives into the shadow, and you can see as he kind of backs, he's like runs to the corner of the room, turns around to like watch you as he backs out and like just gets absorbed into the shadow once again. That ends his turn. It is now the one that is facing off with Iskra directly.
I'm glad you chased that guy away. Being flanked with a bad.
He is going to make a succession of 4 attacks on you. That is going to be
Flurry of blows, I see.
18. Oof.
That is my AC.
A 16, a 13, and then a natural 20 for a 20 on that last one for a 27.
Ooh.
So we have only 2 hits.
Yeah, one's a nat 20 though.
I mean, it's fine. So that first attack is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage. That last attack is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage total for his attacks. Like he like tries to use a lot of the same movements that you did, almost mimicking you to a certain degree. As like does his punches, dodges like you kind of like trying to counter punch and parry with an elbow, and he kind of like dodges his head around and goes in to use his other elbow to strike you instead. But he is going to after doing that, he's pretty engaged in what you're doing. So you are up next on that one.
I spit some blood to the side.
Nice.
We're gonna keep fighting.
All right, go for it.
Oh, nat 20. Haha, right back at you. Okay, so we got one of those.
Nice.
My second strike is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And then my third one is going to be a 26 again, thankfully.
That hits. Nice.
And I think rather than doing Flurry of Blows, since I'm taking a lot of hits, my last thing to do is I'm going to take Patient Defense. So as I'm like, since my first was a crit, I will kick upwards, flipping the basket up at the same time and like kicking him in the gut. And then for my second attack, the basket will go down on his head and like break it.
Little paper scattering everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then in the confusion for that third attack, I'll go right to the same spot in the gut that I kicked him with.
Nice. Like you can see him like kind of do the hit Power Ranger like backwards stumble step as like you gets punched again in the stomach.
So for the first, like for the non-crits,
Yeah.
that's going to be 16 damage, and then for the crit, the crit was very low. Is it double just the dice damage on a crit, or is it the dice and the modifier?
Just the dice damage. And then add your modifier after that.
Okay. That's just an additional 5 after
Alright,
the
cool.
first.
Alrighty. But still,
That's what you get when you
something's.
crit with a basket.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it was more of the shock factor of just like what I just got hit with a basket kind of thing. All right, and this next round, we have you can hear the shout come from the doorway, charge! And the space on the inside here of the small room.
Oh no.
Hobgoblins start pouring through the opening. But that's as many as can fit in this space right now, so we're gonna have to call it there. Oh, I thought I had some more. Okay. Cool. Handy, 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 and more handy. Alright. As far as they can go, Soul, you're up next. You just saw a bunch of hobgoblins like going into the room with sword and shields at the ready. What are you doing?
Boy. So this changes my plan a little bit, but I think I can still. I'm going to spice murmur everyone.
Use goats.
I hate it.
I know this is going to be hard, but whatever you do, do not look at the door. And so I'm going to summon a fake creature called a sea hag. And I'm going to summon it in the back corner over by the hobgoblins.
By here?
Yeah. But here's the thing. I'm gonna set the mood, okay?
Okay.
When this creature gets summoned, it's gonna feel like everything just went still. It started to get cold, and it almost felt like you're losing the breath in your air, rather the breath in your lungs. Like something just catches your breath.
Yeah.
And you're gonna hear this, like, it's gonna sound really silent, but you're gonna hear this dripping, just like a drip sound. So the sea hag has a horrific appearance. Any humanoid that starts its turn within 30 feet of the hag and can see the hag's true form must make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw, and on a failed save, the creature is frightened for 1 minute.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Alright.
this is a chaotic evil creature.
Nice. As that feeling spreads across the room, you can see the bricks that are there on the other side seem to ooze water and like green, like mossy algae. They kind of just like start seeping down the bricks and mortar stones, and from that mossy ichor that is flowing down the stones, this grotesque face starts reaching outwards and crawling into the room. You can see the hobgoblins that are there on the other side like turn and like just at first there's like one that just has his initial reaction like and then the others like you can see them like bat the like bang sword to shield as like almost like a rallying getting ready for whatever is going to happen next on their turn whenever that happens. But the creature is in this space now.
I'm going to now make my move to try to get as close to the door as I can, the exit door.
Okay, you can see Iskra. Yeah. You can see Sonder is having a standoff with this monk that you have seen earlier. So I'm assuming you're not wanting to go that way. You're going to try and back around this direction.
Right.
What's your movement speed?
30.
34. 1, 2,
30.
15,
Yeah, it's 30.
28, 25, 30. That can put you like right. We'll put you right there.
Okay.
Starting to make your way out around the corners of the room, trying to get out of here. All right.
And as a bonus action, I'll try my best. I'm gonna do a hide action there behind the table,
Okay.
and I'll roll for stealth.
Alrighty, go for it. You get behind the table as let's say it's Joom Joom. As Sonder and Fume face off here. I saw hello Joom Joom. Death approaches. Indeed. They have this moment of facing off. And you try and sneak down as best as you can. That ends your
I
turn?
figure since I was already in stealth, and then let me roll real quick.
Sure.
So 25.
Okay. What is okay? On Kindred's spell,
Mental prison.
mental prison. What level is that?
It is a 6th level spell.
6th level spell. Perfect. So you I guess Ardrin, if you're still watching the room, and Saunder's attention's on Fume, Soul, you can see Lagan take like a wider stance as he like hops off the. Oh no, he doesn't move.
He can't move.
Yes,
he's
yes.
restrained.
Correct. I was like,
Also-
He cannot perceive anybody else. He is in
Correct.
his own little world.
right. But you still see his hands kind of like flexing. And like you can hear bones cracking in his knuckles. And you see you can see his mouth kind of like looks like he's chanting something to himself. What are you gonna say, Soul?
He just started his turn within 30 feet of the hag. He has to make a wisdom
He
saving
cannot see the hag at the moment. Is it only if they can see it?
Just says any humanoid that starts its turn within 30 feet of the hag and can see the hag's true form must make a DC.
And can see the hag's true form.
And it says unless the target is surprised or the revelation of the hag's true form is sudden, the target can avert its eyes and avoid making the initial saving throw. So that's why I told everyone in our team in Spice Murmur to
Correct.
not look. But,
I would say that because at the moment he cannot perceive anything outside, he's only getting a feeling. He cannot see the hag as true form because he doesn't even know it's there at the moment. That being said, though,
Yeah, because he's in the mental prison. That makes sense. But once he gets out of the mental prison, if he gets out of the mental prison,
He looks like he's moving his hands about and saying something. Does that look like he's constituting a spell?
it looks like he's like chanting something like some sort of mantra.
Okay.
That is going to be 10. What is this guy's ability? Oh, okay. Never mind. He just looks like he is like trying to, he is trying to like focus on his energy. That being said, I forgot that there is. He seems like he is just like tensing his body from behind, and then as you guys watch, the effect shimmers across his eyes as the spell seems to be dispelled. From the back of this room, you see a robed figure flicking their hands down and around as the spell is dispelled from this other person that is now entering the room. That is because it is a
Can either of us see that this person's casting it?
no. Not at the moment, because he's standing up on top of the. Basically, you guys are like, there's like this. You guys' visual is of Lagan. This guy is behind the soldiers that are back here. So he is on the other side of this whole situation. As like he's basically standing up on platform, right? So he is at least no longer under that effect, and the concentration of the spell is gone on Kindred for now. But that eats up both of their things, so that sucks. But that brings us up to Sonder. Sonder, it is your turn at the end of the round. You're muted.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. I'll go ahead and make a let's do an attack against Fume,
Okay,
and we'll do that with the staff.
go for it.
That is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay. I'm like, start. Okay, 7 damage.
You see as you do this, she brings up a arm and blocks the attack, but it's still like Raquel's still counting this as hitting, right? But it's just like she blocks it with like the bracers of her arm, and you just like this pushes her downwards. You said how much damage?
7? Yeah, 7 damage.
All right.
And I'll go ahead and try a stunning on that because we need to get the fuck away. So, stunning strike. Con saving throw for her.
Okay. As it's rolling, you can see that strike. You go put a little extra force, trying to like basically hit a funny bone or a nerve of some sort. That is going to be. Why is this ending like that? That is a 16.
The save is a 16. So does she?
So it matches it. Yeah, she matches it. So it like presses her downwards, just barely. You can see her teeth grit in frustration. And she like shoves the staff off of her.
Okay. Everyone's out of the room except for me and Stool, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I did bark at one point for everyone to get out of the room, but
Yeah. Since I did that, I will go ahead and move 1 square to the right towards Lagan, and then 1 back.
Back this way, further.
Towards the door, like the other door, to get out, and then do another. I'll do another draconic breath.
Okay. Is this a cone or a line?
This one will be. Can I kind of see a little more of what's on that? I know there's more people there. I'll have that be a cone.
Cone, are you doing like this direction?
Well, from my view, can I see that more are lining up and like heading towards the door?
The door is now awash with people and a sea hag.
Yeah, let's cone. I don't care. We'll cone, and that's going to be.
What's the
let's do fire
range on that?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Yeah.
All right, so you get Lagan, these 3 soldiers, and the sea hag in there. That is 20 feet. It reaches to the door.
And then everyone needs to make a dex saving throw. Lagan should fail that automatically.
He is no, he does not, because he is no longer under the effects of the restraint.
Oh, okay.
That is going to be. Okay. That is 1 success and 3 failures for the guards there. So what is the damage total?
12.
12 points for passing or 12 points for succeeding?
12 points for failing.
For failing? Okay.
And then the gun is a monk, so he shouldn't take anything.
Okay. But 12 points to these dudes. The sea hag needs to make a dex saving throw, please, as well. You can see the hobgoblin soldiers as the flames
19.
wash. 19? Cool. So 6 points then?
Yes, explains.
There's like a little bit, she brings up this little bit of water and algae that kind of shields and blocks it, even though the water starts sizzling and burning away as that fire rolls backwards through the door. You can see the shields up from the hobgoblins as they are trying to block it, but they are pretty toasted. As you do this, Lagan like shifts sideways, kicks up off the wall, and does like this really like tight swirl before he lands back down, completely avoiding that blast of fire as it spreads out backwards.
As he does that swirl, I'll like fucking kick him.
You move up to him.
Just gonna, like, yeah.
So you move forward and try and kick. Can you do? What are you doing a kick with? You already did your attack. You have 2 attacks, right? Yeah.
Yep.
14 misses. As you go to attack, he brings the flat end of his blade and like does this like almost like a tai chi, like rolls your foot around and over the blade so that the kick continues onwards, and he just like poses once again with a sword, bringing his finger along the length of the blade and just smiles.
Cool. So I'm going to.
Cool.
I've done what I can.
Are you gonna do any more movement or?
With a. Yeah, I'm gonna start going back towards where.
You can see Arjun is there in the doorway.
Yeah.
And you guys start backing out. You can see Soul hiding behind a chair that has the body of the guard that you guys had. And as you like do this blow of fire, try and do a kick, and then like do a backflip, cartwheel back to where you could be by the doorway. You see Fume turn to face you. As we end this round and go on to the next, we are going to go and take a break. As we get to the top of the round, allow everyone to take a breather.
Man.
As Renan, you're going to be up next, and we start this next round of whatever is about to go down. Hopefully, it's not
Hag's ability could change the game. I'm fingers crossed.
Alrighty,
Read.
here we go. Be right back. Dum da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum.
All right, I
dum.
cast fireball.
Yeah. All right,
That's not one of my
here
spells.
we go. Hello everyone. How many points to insta kill? Joom, who are you wanting to insta kill? Please select 1 through 8, and I will roll a d8 and we'll
Takes
just
much to kill Arjun at this point.
we'll just kill one. Whoever you roll. If you roll a 1, it's me, and I just end the game right now. Hey guys, hey. You're just giving me
BRB taking Joom out of the Discord.
1.3? What is a 1.3? Whatever. Hecko, Sonder, and I made that joke too. Oh, nice. Lagan to legumes. Yeah. All right. Kindred has medicated, and we are now. He is now gonna try and help us out, or help them out. I don't know, one of those. Oh, Dreamy rolled a 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kindred, you can go home now. You just got killed by Dreamy. She's just like, thanks. All right, 1.3 kills Stream, but takes Arjun down with it. Oh, I
But
see.
not
Again,
like totally
it wouldn't take
killed,
much.
just like death saving throws style.
Yeah. As the
Yeah, but
whole.
seeing how I've been rolling, it won't help.
It's not good. It's not good. Not
It'll
good.
be that moment where they
Take
just
Arjun down with it.
firebombed something in a cavern in Critical Role, and Mercer just picks up a sheet and just tears it in half.
Yep, that's true. Alrighty. So, top of the round, we have Renan over here in the corner as the creature that you had been fighting.
Posture check from Dakota.
Thanks! Disappeared over here in this corner. Renan.
So I'm gonna take a couple of steps towards Iskra. So just like moving forward a space.
Okay.
So that I can see into the room to some degree, at least around her.
She's in the doorway.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to get up behind
The
her
door
then?
specifically Iskra shaped.
No.
And then I'm going to cast daylight on my sword.
Okay. The light brightens this space, so now there's bright light everywhere, banishing the shadows that are close by.
Nighttime. Daytime.
Alrighty. Is that the end of your turn?
Do I see anything?
You can see that she
has
is
been
currently.
revealed?
Well, I mean, because I have her in the room, but they're like just inside. They've been kind of doing the whole kung fu fighting right in front of the doorway, so you can see that she is currently engaged with one of the Iron Shadow.
Okey doke.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Other than just like looking across the room to see if if the other one was still in the room,
Okay.
and just yeah. Other than that, that's all I can do.
All right.
Am I blocking Iskra in?
Yes. At the moment, yes.
Would I have achieved a similar and/or same effect if I had been standing in the place where I was?
Not. I mean, it would have cast the light inside the room, but not the extremity of the room. It won't go around corners. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What was the goal that you were trying to go for?
Just illuminate as much as I can.
Okay, then you're doing the best by staying where you're at.
Okay.
She just can't
And
back
that's
up
what I'll do.
easily. She can still move around you. It's not like it's blocked in completely. It's just
Yeah.
gonna require some shuffling.
I just did
Shimmy,
patient
shimmy.
defense anyway, so
Yeah.
I'm ready for some attacks to come my way.
All right. As that happens, nope, close. I need this. It is now Fume's turn. Let me move the camera back this direction.
And
If
the
you
song
can
of screams begins.
Yeah. Yeah. She sees you like do that, looks in that general direction. She has to, because she's starting her turn within 30 feet, right? Wait, is this 30 feet of the sea hag? It is within 30 feet. So she has to make a what is it?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
DC 11.
Oh no.
That is going to be a 26.
Damn.
She turns to Sonder as she's leaving. Lagan, watch your back. It looks like we've got some magic afoot. Now you, water child, are not going anywhere. She like puts her hands together and she's mother, protect me. Ao no chikara. And as she like brings her hands outwards, you can see lightning course from her medallion outwards across her arms and like wrap around her fists and fingers like a crackling, angry snake. And she smiles.
Is this like a spell?
And she moves forward.
I think I know what she did.
Yeah, maybe you might. You might. And you
think I do a
cannot
version of
even
it.
see that this is even happening right now, as she is out of line of sight from you. So whatever it is, I don't know. She is going to make a quick. Yeah, just make a quick 1-2 punch on you, Sonder.
No.
That is going to be a 25 and 24.
Go for it.
That is those two. And actually, she's gonna actually stay where she was at. She's going to she goes for a punch and another punch. That lightning strikes outwards and strikes at you. To it almost like these electrical whipping tendrils that go out. That is going to be 13 damage on the one strike and 12 damage on the second strike.
Okay.
Of bludgeoning damage as they smack you rather hard. And then an extra, aw, that's really sad. 2 points of lightning damage. As the little whip strikes out towards you. Okay. But that is, she's gonna stay, actually, she is going to move over and yeah, she's gonna stay over here. She's gonna move, slink a little closer as she finishes that move, sees it strike your body as the lightning kind of arcs across you a little bit, and she kind of just slowly stalks forward. I warned you this would come.
It doesn't have to be this way.
Going back over here to Galil as Oreo is slowly making his way towards you, Galil. You see from the shadow behind Oreo, a figure steps backwards, back up here. Oh wait, you can't see that.
I was going to say,
You can see coming out of the wall from this shadow underneath the where the lantern is glowing and spreading light outwards. There's a little triangle of shadow, and that triangle of shadow acts as a perfect doorway for this creature to walk out as an Iron Shadow monk appears at the far end of the corridor. And then Kindred, you're up next after this. What are you doing,
so I
Bill?
have actual range now. Okay, good.
Yes, you're basically, it is a long hallway. It's about 45 feet on the other side of, or across from you. Yoink. But Oreo is in between.
Yep.
Bear somehow in this teeny tiny space. What are you doing?
Firebolt.
Firebolt. All right.
Firebolt.
The fire goes crackling around your hand as it flies down the tunnel. Oreo kind of gives you a look for a moment of what? I don't know why she made a dog sound, but that's just what happens.
22.
22 hits.
So more of a meow.
Clings to the ceiling.
3d10.
Jesus Christ, your firebolt is stupid.
What?
No,
It's a
you're
cantrip.
good. Yeah, it is good. But 3d10, I was like, holy crap for a firebolt. That's insane.
Imagine me using Twin Firebolt.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points.
17 points of damage. The fire burns across this creature as it was looking back at the door, not paying attention to you. Now its attention is focused on you.
Yeah, well, now it's going to be focusing on Oreo because bonus action. It's going to order her to attack.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to say somehow, miraculously, Oreo can turn around because of how narrow this space is. She's a cat,
She's a
so
cat.
I'll give her that. She kind of does a barrel roll forwards and then comes up in a crouch and then runs forward.
Picturing
I'm
Austin
well aware
Powers
she
in the golf
cannot-
cart.
Yeah, basically, right?
I'm well aware she can't fly at the moment, but so run over there.
Go
So
for it.
I'm going to have her shred.
Shred. Oreo cast
Picks up
shred.
the guitar.
Wow, nat 19 plus 7?
That
Eight?
hits.
What was it? Yeah, plus 7.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
It is 1d4 plus 7.
I'm glad that you can make sense of this. We're making a character sheet this week for freaking Oreo so that you don't have to do all this like crazy list math.
10 points of damage.
10 points slashed. Go for it. Anything else, or is that it?
That's it for now.
All right. That brings us up to Kindred. You see Ardrin here in the doorway, or Sonder at like back in front of him, still in the room. You can kind of peek, but you see basically like this. You can peek this direction and see basically this line of sight. You can see, you heard Soul's warning of not like looking at that corner where the sea hag is at. The hobgoblins that are directly inside the broken in doorway are rather charred looking, and Lagan is currently still standing up on top of this section of like the barricade basically that the ballista was attached to.
Okay. So then, knowing that, I'm gonna dart to the other side of the
Okay.
hallway.
Sure.
But in passing, without looking, kind of just keeping my head down, I'm looking at it, and it doesn't say I have to see them. It just says within the area. I'm gonna cast slow right in that clusterfuck.
Ooh, very nice. All right, what is that gonna be?
It's a wisdom saving throw 17,
Wisdom 17.
and it
Yes,
targets up
so
to
many
6
rolls.
creatures.
Up to 6 creatures? Okay, so it's going over there. As you run by, that molassesy smell fills the air. That is going to be for like, we'll do Lagan first. That's going to be a 25 for his. The poor unfortunate souls that are the hobgoblins right there are not that wise. They're averagely wise. That is going to be, oh, a natural 20 on 1. Somehow, despite the fact that he's burning alive, we got one natural, oh no, sorry. One natural 20, and the other 2 fail.
And that one guy who got his shield up. Also.
Yeah. The other 2, he was like, "Ah!" Oh, like trying to,
But there's only 4 creatures. It doesn't get anything out trying to come in.
what is the range on it? The
It's a
space?
40-foot cube.
I'll say, well, it gets 2 more. Let's go for 2 more that are back and out of sight still.
Okay.
Oh, nope. 2 more failures. So that would make for a total of 4 slowed critters. Let's do, I don't, why do I have, no.
The slow's the one you don't have.
Yeah, I was trying to find something that I had 4 of. But I'll just use these 3, or these 2 for now. We'll use the petrified ones. They're petrified! And nice and slow. And now you are concentrating on the slow. Okay.
And then the rest of my movement, head down. I know I had marked out the way Isker ran, so I'm going to start taking that route.
That route would be this direction again. You would be going back that way. This way is the route that Isker took. This is the route that Galil took, was that direction.
Well, then for my bonus action, can I spies member Iskra and be like, should we start heading down the path that you went, or where are you?
Okay, so I'm fighting, so you will get just a brief, like, left.
All right.
All Kindred hears are just the sounds of extreme patty cake.
Well, then if I heard that, my rest of my movement would be going left and looking as I go.
All right, so going back the way you were at, going to head that direction. Yes,
Well, if she responded left, I would have went that way.
left this way. All right, so you're,
No,
because
like
you're
down,
basic,
down the
yeah.
other one, where that purple thing is.
Wouldn't he hear my firebolt?
Probably heard the fighting and stuff in that direction. Yeah,
So then, yeah, I'll head that way.
go this
She
direction.
said left.
All right, so Oof. I mean, I figure you're smart enough to know that from exiting the door, she went left, right? So that. Oh yeah, that would be this direction.
It's,
Wait,
I'm
that
giving
is
correct directions.
Yeah. No. I meant because you're going towards Iskra, not the way she came. Because Iskra was going right, she is left. Got it. Now I understand what you were referring to. I was like, wait, but if Iskra, yeah.
To borrow from Star Wars from a certain point of view.
That's true. You come around to this like larger open space in these cramped hallways. You see the water trough, whatever it's called, that is here in the center, and Oriole currently like nomming on this like iron shadow hobgoblin here in the front of a doorway that you can see is open.
Oh, that's a hobgoblin in front of Oreo.
Yeah, there's a
Can I
like
act like I
iron
was
shadow.
gonna go back and then see that and be like, oh shit, and step back 1 square
Sure.
and try to stay hidden behind the corner, and that'll
Cool.
be it.
Alrighty.
Wrong button, sorry.
No, you're good. All right, that ends your turn, Ardrin. You are now up. As you are in this doorway, you saw the kind of like orangey haze that filled the air around the entrance of the room, as though some of those guards seem to be under the effect now of that slow spell. You saw the crackling lightning whips that like struck at Sonder as he like took a couple of steps back, defensively holding his arms in front of him as he like held back from that attack. What are you doing?
I would like
To
rage. No,
rage!
but
Yeah.
can I angle a synaptic static in such a way that it would hit the ballista and fume while not hitting Sonder and Soul? Is that arc possible?
They are on two separate like. So fume is on this line that's right here. The ballista arrow would be on this line that's over here.
It's a radial. It's an area.
Oh.
Oh.
What's the range on it? Do I have?
It would be like, yeah, we're
Oh,
like
what kind of damage is
The
it?
20. It is psychic.
Okay.
Which, oh god, that hasn't really been doing well, has it?
You can certainly try.
Yeah. I kind of want to. I'm just.
Alright.
Okay, well,
said
because
it-
it would also stop them from potentially getting extra or getting good saves against everything else that's happening. So I kind of want to do that.
What is the range on it? You said it was a 20? It's like a firebolt, right? Or a fireball, but not
Yeah, it's a 20-foot.
sphere.
Yeah, I guess. I always get confused with these if that's actually diameter or.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's 20 foot.
I'm having
20
a
foot
weak day.
20 foot diameter is a little different than a 20 foot spear, or 20 foot
It's
radius.
20 feet. Let me look.
That's a 20-foot radius.
Radius, yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
40 feet across.
Yes. So that is different then. Okay. So that would be this space here. So yes, you can. If you're wanting to get fume within that range, you can.
Would it also avoid Soul and Sonder? I can't quite tell from there.
It would seem to, but just barely.
Yeah, let's do it.
I can dodge away from
Nice.
psychic.
Yeah, sure. All right. What is the
And the
save on
creatures
that?
affected with slow.
It is intelligence, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
The creatures affected by slow take -2 to their saving throw.
All right. Good to know.
Is that
I mean, those guys
for
are.
Dex, or is that for everything?
I think it's Dex. I believe, if I remember correctly. For fume.
Not that I expect much out of Fume, but let's find out.
That is a 28
Yeah, it's kind of what I was expecting.
for Lagan.
Yeah,
Girl's a
pardon me. It's
boss.
just for dex saving throws.
That is going to be, where is him on this thing? He's going to have a 17 for
It's an
his.
intelligence saving throw.
Correct.
Cool.
Did you get Lagan in there or no? 17?
He would be.
No. I'm asking
yeah,
what
no,
was
he
your.
fails.
He fails. What's
It's a
the
20.
DC? It's 20 is a DC? Okay.
Nice.
The
Whoa.
first hobgoblin is going to be. I'll go back up here to the hobgoblin. Oh, yeah, it was a 9, so he is affected. The other two, they're had to roll a natural 20 to be able to get out of those, and then one for the sea hag as well. Please, Soul.
Sorry, Soul.
Say that again. Sorry.
Intelligence save on the sea hag.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. So it saves. All right. So the only one. So what is the damage on them then?
It is 31 psychic damage, and
amazing.
hopefully I set off the ballista. That was the intent.
Okay. And on a save, do they take any damage or is it half damage?
It's half. And then everyone who failed, they roll a d6 and subtract that number from all its attacks, ability checks, as well as its constitution saving throws to maintain
Whoa.
concentration.
Dang.
Wow.
You see the hobgoblins crumple to the ground, blood oozing out of every ear and nose and mouth.
Do they just like ragdoll down?
How many
Yeah.
of those things do they have each?
There you see a couple that are behind them also collapse to the ground.
Nice.
And real quick, you said even if you passed, it's still half damage.
Yes.
So how much would that be?
Was it 32? So half of that.
It was 31.
31.
damage,
31.
but so
So-
half.
So then
15.
16.
31 divided by 2 is 15.5.
Yeah, so it's
So 15.
round
Round
down
up.
15.
Oh,
So
round up.
15.
Let me take out my calculator.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I have to do.
Yeah, I use one. Not all the
Okay.
time, but tonight.
I have to
I
use
think
it for stealth rolls.
I'm keeping
Human.
track of the sea hag's health.
And you also got damage off of that, yeah?
You can see her kind of
Did
wince
that
a
set
little
off-
bit. You
Did
see
that set off the ballista like I
no.
hoped?
It did not.
Shite.
As you see that crackling energy go across, it would seem that psychic damage does not affect that those materials.
Well, was the thought.
I will say that as a reaction to what you just did, you see Lagan drop to kind of a knee, and he kind of tumbles off the spot where he was at. It kind of tumbles to the ground, and as he brings up his head, you can see a little blood that trickles down his nose, and he goes, "Now I've got a target."
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm gonna kill that man if it's the last thing I do.
That end your turn.
I'm going to yell at Soul and Sonder to get the fuck out of there.
Move out of
as
the
I
way.
Back up.
Did you do that in Spice, remember?
And then back up.
No,
Are
he
you
yells
going?
it out.
You're going
Oh,
in.
I'm yelling
Yells
it.
it psychically.
You're going in any
I do more
particular
psychic
direction.
damage. Yeah.
Left or right?
Yeah.
Towards
Past
towards
Kindred.
Kindred. All right.
Past Kindred. Just
You're gonna
so I'm
move. All right.
not in the way.
As Kindred is kind of pressed up against the wall, for sure. Moving up this way.
Yeah.
That
Is
would
it a
be
bonus
5,
action
10, 15,
to-
20, 25.
I could have gotten past archery.
It's like
yeah, you can
difficult
move through
terrain.
friendlies.
What?
It's difficult terrain.
I thought moving through friendlies is easy.
I thought it was difficult. Moving through a person's space, you can't move. I don't think it's. I think through an enemy's space is a little more tricky, or maybe that's where I'm thinking it's tricky.
That's what I'm thinking, that it becomes trickier.
Or is it if you're in like a hallway or doorway?
It's mostly. It was mostly just because they're in a hallway and it's like but I was imagining Kindred's pressed up against the wall. That's why I was
decent rolling.
Yeah, Kindred's pressed up
You
against
can
the wall,
actually do it.
anyways.
You can also move through a hostile creature space, but only if they are at least 2 sizes larger or smaller than you. And then another creature space is
So you
difficult terrain
can't.
for you.
You can't move through
Yeah.
another person's space unless they are 2 sizes smaller or bigger than you. Then you can.
And
That's
also
only with an
non-hostile.
enemy.
That's
Yeah,
an
only
enemy.
with an enemy, yeah.
You can move through friendlies.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, but it's difficult terrain, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Is that a bonus action to take a potion?
Sure.
I don't remember now.
Go for it.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna do if I still have that.
Alrighty. All right. In that case, we now move to the poor Iron Shadows that is being eaten alive right now.
Good.
Nom 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 nom.
Nice.
He is going to shoving Oreo's like clawed paw off of him. He's going to go into a flurry of attacks on Oreo. All right. First one is going to be a 8, so that misses. Second one is going to be 15.
Nope.
Third one is going to be no. It's an 11, and the fourth one
Nope.
is going to be a 19.
Yep.
one out of 4. He like keeps punching into Oreo, but doesn't seem to hit anything but like solid, sturdy lion creature.
Lion creature.
That is going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And is going to back up and start running down this corner. 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, that'd be my reaction to Oreo attacking me too.
And out of sight, out of line of sight for now.
That's what he thinks.
All right. That ends that one's turn. That was the one that is facing off with Iskra. You know what? He is going to. You see, he like takes a defensive posture, and then you see him like do this weird like series of hand motions. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, you got this.
Nat 20.
Yes.
Nice. You can see that as he is doing this, there's like a series of like finger tutting that he kind of winds up doing, and as he like tries to cast whatever this ability is, you can feel your body tighten for a second, almost like he is trying to paralyze you. Your body seems to not move, and then you like shake it off as you like do that little neck crack, and then get ready to do something else again. He looks back around and is going to leap towards his back corner, the closest dim light he can, and just kind of like get ready as he like starts putting his hands up in a defensive posture. All right, so that ends his turn. It is now Iskra's turn.
Ooh, okay. So now we're both like patient defensing each other.
Yeah,
This is
basically.
interesting.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Well, then I'm gonna do something that's gonna make him take damage without that.
Yeah.
So, shifting my stance to being on the other foot, being my back, I do what will be familiar to Renan as I start gathering the air from the space and compressing it down on him. And so
Nice.
we'll both maybe feel a little lightheaded for just a minute. Then moving over like this, I grab my arms and go, bah, and pull and do shatter.
Nice.
Break
on
his
the
neck.
Shadow.
Take my breath away.
So he needs to make a
I have-
Constitution saving throw.
Renan watching this has a shit-eating grin.
Ew.
Just like,
Ew.
All right,
so
that's
proud.
saying. I keep pressing the button because I'm like so used to it, and it's acting like crap. That is going to be a Wow, I rolled the exact same as the dice finally did. It's gonna be an 8.
All right, he fails. So that is going to be thunder damage.
Nice.
Nice.
It's like crackling and air tightens
Well,
and
Yeah,
smacks.
for me, it's not flavored like lightning.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
No, I just meant the crackling of the air. Like it just makes that sound of crackling air.
Right. Ooh, that's pretty high. I gotta say. So that's going to be 18 damage.
18 damage.
Mhm.
Ouch. You can see the space around him because it's shatter, right?
Yeah.
The air, even the walls, there's like the armor and weapons rack that's behind him. The wood splinters and shatters and explodes around him in this crazy explosion of dust and debris, and pieces of wood, metal go flying everywhere as things just kind of explode, and you lose visual of him in just that brief second. But whenever the dust clears, he is on one knee and then just kind of looks up at you, this faceless, emotionless iron mask.
in response to that, given how close I am, would I be able to like lunge my wings forward in front of her? Like around her?
Sure. If that's what you want to do.
If there's any like shrapnel damage or anything, then
Oh yeah, no, it was just more for saying what was like going on. It wasn't enough to cause any harm. All right, that ends that turn.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
because
pulling
for
wings
me,
back.
that is it's a key ability, not technically a spell.
Yeah,
Get another.
So I'm gonna do.
because you have 2 attacks, right? So that counts as 1
Yeah.
attack. So yeah, you can do another attack.
All right, so I'm gonna run up and hit him.
Go for it. Yep.
And a bonus.
So, Renan's wings cover you as like the dust and debris sprays across the room, and in this slow motion reveal as the wings pull back, you are lunging forward to go in and to do your next attack.
That's awesome.
Okay, well, and if he's patient defense, I'm rolling at disadvantage.
Correct.
Okay, I doubt that I hit him with that because that was a 10.
Misses. Is just barely with enough of like you go in for your attack and he blocks it with one of his hands, taking the brunt of the blow.
And then, I'll do patient defense again too.
Alright.
So, as
Awesome.
my bonus action.
All right. Let's see. You can now, those of you in the room can hear more soldiers filing into the room there in front of the hag. as they start popping in once again.
And they got to make their wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throws. That is going to be a 10, a 13, and a 17. So 2 successes, 1 failure, right?
Correct.
And so now they are one of them is frightened. So we'll say the first one is frightened and is trying to like back up into the others, as those behind him that haven't quite seen the full thing are like pushing him forward, like, no, go, go, go. Hey. Welcome, Raiders.
Yay!
Hello.
We are in a fight.
We're about
Yeah,
to TPK.
We are in a fight.
We'll be fine.
X-Raider Sama, you are, oh my god, you are in the stream that we raided yesterday. I remember seeing your name, and now I'm trying to remember the name of the stream that we raided. But good to see you again. Thanks for coming in. All right. Let's see. A fight? We love fight. Yeah, so do we. So do I. All right,
Hey.
ending that turn. Yeah, super great. Soul.
Check
Ding,
yourself.
ding, 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 ding. It is your turn.
Whee! Okay. So since I'm in stealth, I'm going to
You assume.
fair. I'm gonna mosey on over behind Fume,
Yeah.
other direction.
There is a tape. You're gonna try. If you go any other way past her, you're gonna have to either bump her or move something that could break your quote unquote stealth at the moment.
Can't walk over the table.
Well, yeah, but you will not be stealthed.
I mean, I rolled pretty high when I did stealth, so
What did you roll?
I figure I can move. Shit, I don't remember. It was like a 24, I think.
Okay,
Let me see.
fair. Go on. What are you trying to do? You're trying to go back and around
Yeah.
this direction?
Correct. So I am going to attack with my scimitar for a sneak attack.
Nice. Perks of being a
You.
rogue.
Mhm.
Weak.
Scimitar. That would be a 16.
Misses.
What?
Hmm?
Remind me, do I get
Bonuses for
Advantage.
your
do I
Right, I
roll an
think
advantage when they don't know I'm
sneak
there?
attacks. I would imagine.
I don't know. That's something you should know as a
Check it.
rogue. Is to check it. See if your sneak attack gives you advantage. I don't know.
I wanna say
That's
so.
more up to the DM if they get advantage.
Yeah.
They get sneak attack if they have advantage on the attack, or there's another teammate within 5 feet of the target.
Mhm.
You were technically
Flanking.
Yeah, so it's a
blinking. Yeah.
and it's a surprise creature attack with advantage because they are
Assuming-
assumed to be unseen.
I mean, you
Assumed
are
and
flanking.
assumed. I would give you advantage because you're flanking,
Oh, and
but she knows you're there.
oh, okay, weird.
Mm.
All right, so I attack. Roll again. Ooh, natural 20.
Alrighty.
Hell yeah.
All right, so then that does automatic crit damage, doesn't it?
Yes. You double the dice damage.
Okay, so it's a 1d6, so then it would be 12 plus 4. So that's 16 damage
Okay.
from that. And then from the sneak attack, I get to roll 2d6.
Those also double.
Mm-hmm.
Those are double too?
Mhm.
Okay,
The
so
only things
first
that are
roll-
not doubled are your modifiers.
First dice roll was a 6, so then that's a 12.
Correct.
Nice.
Second
Nice.
dice roll. The 1, so then 2. So that's 14 from the sneak attack.
Nice.
Oh.
So once I hit, I'm going to yell out in giant language to the sea hag to give it directions for its turn.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action,
Mhm.
I'm going to Misty Step as far as I can through the hallway within my line of sight,
Nice.
which should be
How-
30 feet.
How are you damaging her?
Scimitar.
Scimitar? As you stab her, as your body starts to like misty step forward, you see this like inhumanly quick head motion. And she like spits out a word that you almost swear fire curls around her mouth. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me as you are teleporting away.
Oh. Okay. I know what this
Okay.
is. Wow, okay. Hellish Rebuke. Right?
Well, that was a critical fail. That was a 1 on the die.
All right, so that you take 10 points of fire damage.
If
As your
critical
body-
successes don't help, then neither do critical failures.
Well,
They don't.
Since,
That was just normal.
Since he is,
It's just a
since
hellish
he's
rebuke.
within- well,
Yeah.
it's fire damage, and I have the resistance sphere thing. So
Okay. So as the words go
should
out,
be
as
fine.
she says it, and you feel this burning flame erupt, like just suddenly, like an internal combustion, you just burst into flames. The flames burst for a second, so you take 5 points of fire damage, but then they stamp out as this, as these are, I would say, almost arcane sigils of what looks like a dragon wrapped around your body, like brightens for a moment. This blue dragon that kind of pushes that flame away and extinguishes it. So you said you
I
misty
love
step over
seeing
this
the
direction.
Bahamut magic versus the Tiamat magic right now. That's so cool.
All right, cool.
It's I have a range of 30 feet.
30 feet. Well, you can go as far as you can see, which puts you out here. So that's so you can get as far as
And,
that back wall behind Sonder.
And then I still have my movement. So I
You have
will
you have used
move.
you've used 15 of your movement already.
Oh, you're right. So then I'll move going towards who's that on the far end over there? Is that Ardrin?
This is Arjun's over here, Kinj is right
Yeah.
here.
Okay, I'll move as far as I can get closer to where they are.
What is your movement speed? 30, right?
15 left. If I
So it puts you right between the two of them
nice.
out of this room.
cool.
So now
And
is Sonder.
now, oh yeah. Then when I misty
Everyone's
stepped
out.
out, I did the Zoidberg noise.
All right.
Well, it's the hag's turn.
Okay. What is the hag's turn?
So for the hag, I can't really see
Nope.
who's around
You
her
won't.
now. Okay,
Nice.
Lagan is on the other side of the
Um,
barrier.
I'm gonna have. Okay,
And then there's
going
one
to
a scared
have her-
guard right there. Go for it.
I'm gonna have her move through, to get to the other side of where the ballista is to set it off.
Okay, she's gonna have to climb. What's her
Nice.
movement speed? Because she has to climb
Nice.
over this stuff.
30 feet.
Okay. She like the hag is like drop kind of. It does this
Poor
weird
hag.
like like crawls down and crawls up over. It doesn't walk or step over anything. It just kind of does this inhuman screechy movement as it moves across with this weird speed, flips over itself and then rights itself up as it like spine
And, like-
snaps and breaks, and then it like grabs onto the ballista.
Exactly.
All right.
When it moves, you hear like bones breaking and crackling and stuff.
Yeah, perfect. As it fire off,
so
where,
How do you
where's-
want me to do?
What's it aiming for?
Because it's already pointing towards the
The doorway.
doorway.
Yeah, basically.
Mhm.
It's facing the doorway.
Mhm.
So you're firing it into the doorway? Yes? Okay. So, go ahead and make an attack roll +7 on the with using the hag's dexterity.
Okay. Wait, I can't just do my normal attack, the claws attack?
Well, it's not. It's
Or
she's
do you
using
mean-
she's using the if she's using her claws, yes. If she's using the ballista, it's a different
I
modifier.
see what you mean. So you said +7, but with my deck?
Oh no, just its dex, whatever its dexterity modifier is. Like so, roll a d. Basically, roll a d20, add 7. Don't worry about the rest. They'll just make it simple.
You say Alexa?
24.
24.
Swear to God, I heard Alexa roll a d20.
This bolt flies outwards. There's a loud thunking sound as the string launches it forward. One of the guards just finished pushing the forward guard like back as it had like backed him up, and he's like, "No, go forward!" And as he like pushes the other guy who lands on his face flying forward, this bolt strikes him and flings him backwards out of line of sight into like the back of the hallway where you guys were like into the crowd. You hear a secondary like poof, as something goes off in the back. Go ahead and roll for me 6d10.
Okay.
Hell yes, yeah.
So I have 1d10, I'll roll it 6 times, okay?
Go for it. While you were doing
First
that,
one's an 8.
go ahead and you add them up. I'm gonna keep moving, but add them up and then let me know what you get, okay? Because I don't want to.
Type it in chat.
We're gonna we have ways to go still, and I'm like, go. Next up is going to be
How many times did you say? 6 times?
6. The next one up is going to be Lagan. He sees Sonder engaged with Fume. Seeing this hag creature doing this thing, he's gonna run up to the hag. Too late now to do it really anything. He takes his short sword and stabs it into the creature.
Did it already do its wisdom saving throw?
Yes, he did. That is going to be a 11 on the first attack and
Hits.
14 on the second attack.
Hits, just great.
That is going to be la 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 13 points damage with that one attack with the sword.
Okay.
Is the hag still up?
Oh yeah.
Okay. He's gonna take then a run forward as he like leaves that space. He's like does a stabbing motion, doesn't really care, and is going to run towards Sonder. You can see him like just like charging towards you. Sword at the ready. And then
Aaron, did you see the damage in the chat?
27? Okay. Perfect. Good to know. Damage. He's
So
going
the
to
hag
he's going
It's
to
an
run it.
opportunity attack.
Huh? The hag gets opportunity attack?
The hag gets an opportunity attack.
If he wants to.
I think.
But in
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I mean, you can try. Go for it. He's still moving.
Okay.
He is going to
15.
try and move past Sonder, actually.
Worth it.
He's going to make a 15. Is that what you said? It misses.
Yeah.
He's going to make an athletics check to leap over you, Sonder. You need to make a counter if you wish to stop him from leaping over you. You need to make
Absolutely.
another leaping attack.
Grab his leg.
Not
and toss it.
today.
So what did you roll?
Grab him by the sides and like spin him around.
Is it athletics or can I use acrobatics?
Athletics. He's using acrobatics to leap over you. You have to use if you were like trying to dodge him, it would say more acrobatics, but you're trying to keep him from flying over you. You know what I mean?
I would just use an opportunity attack.
I mean, you can, but unless you have Sentinel, it's not going to stop him.
It's a 14 athletics.
14 athletics.
Is it not my?
This is going to be a 15. So
an
close.
opportunity attack, right?
I mean, if you don't want to try and use that was your reaction to stop him.
Well, yeah. I initially wanted to just do an opportunity attack because I knew.
Okay, so
That would
then
be-
we'll just not count that in since he made it past you. You can try and make an opportunity attack on him.
It doesn't work. It's fine.
It's 14. He
It's a
moves out
14.
into the hallway,
Yeah.
and then it just like stops there. Do you think you could get away from me? He like shouts down to the three of you.
Oh dang. He wasn't kidding.
Now that these guys have been there's moments of quiet. Who else is in the room? Okay. You can see a figure that is now coming through the doorway. A hand up, kind of like brushing away at the smoke that is coming from the door. Sonder, you can see a cloaked individual that is where's my image? I'll just use this guy. There's a cloaked individual that is coming in this way, and he's kind of just clearing the air from the explosion that just happened. And it is now your turn, Sonder.
Cloaked individual.
Did it do a roll? Wisdom saving?
Wisdom
sure.
saving throw for this guy is going to be a 19.
Yep.
All right, Sonder, what are you doing?
Okay, and he's staying. Lagon's staying in that spot.
For the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and do a staff attack against Fume.
Alrighty.
That is going to be a 28 to hit
That hits.
with 14 damage,
Alright.
and I'm just going to try another.
How are you doing these attacks?
After trying to get Lagon, I'll redirect my energy and swing for the legs.
Okay.
For her. Trying to hit a knee because I'm going to do a stunning strike.
Go for it.
Constitution saving throw.
Con save. That is going to be. Ooh. Okay. Things just got interesting. That is going to be 14.
Okay, so she's stunned. Okay.
Credits and music changes. Perfect.
Yes, it was great.
Since she's stunned, let's go ahead and attack her more.
Okay.
We'll do another staff hit on that one. That is 29 to hit.
That hits.
Since that is at advantage, rolled a natural 20, 31 to hit.
Yeah.
31 hits.
And that's going to be not the best, but 10 damage. And then since I did so I used a key point, I can use my staff again as my bonus action.
Okay.
We'll go and do another hit at Lagan. This time.
All right. You
This
can
will be
see her.
24 to hit.
You can just hear her shouting through gritted teeth.
Bahamut calms you. But then I'll turn around and like go for Lagan.
Alrighty.
He puts his finger up to her lips and just goes.
Okay. Hit on that one is going to be nice. 12 points of damage on Lagan.
What was your roll to hit? What was the attack on that one?
24.
Okay. Yeah. 12
24.
points.
Mm-hmm. And let's try to do a stunning strike on him too.
Go for it.
I just need to get past him. Okay. We'll have him do a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. Oh no. Okay. I was like, I'm gonna try this again. Maybe it's working better this time.
Okay, that's okay.
Those two, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like 2 natural 20s in a row. I was like, no, let's get a roll. Okay, so 22 total.
His nerves of steel.
Just like you strike him, and like he blocks it up with that sword once again, but it sinks him down long enough or hard enough to where that staff strikes his shoulder, and you see him like clench his teeth as you would normally have hit that like key point, as it were.
How tall is the hallway?
7.5 feet, like 7.5 feet, 8 feet. It's like a very small, cramped space.
Could I, with that last hit, try to like force myself up and around him with an acrobatics check?
If you wish to attempt to do so, you can make a acrobatics check. Go for it. It is a high DC because there is no space in here.
24.
Oof. 20 was the DC.
Okay.
Nice.
And you
Like
were trying to get
10 needle barrel roll around. Yeah.
over here.
And then I'll go ahead and
You use,
Spin.
as you like smack him, you use the pole to kind of pole vault yourself up and over around that corner.
So then just look. No, that's anything.
I'll say on the thing, Fume is stunned for now. And then another key point to do flurry of blows and just go and like punch the shit out of him if I can.
Sure.
Okay, and we'll do Draconic Strikes on that. Ooh, 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And that's gonna be 7 damage.
Alrighty.
Let's do lightning damage on that.
All right. Cool. As you do that strike, and your arm kind of crackles with its own lightning as you do this like fierce uppercut. You can see him place a hand on the wall and just kind of like shake it off.
Her like lightning hand things, did they dissipate with her concentration when she's stunned?
You didn't see them dissipate.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and how much movement do I have left?
Well, considering there is a lineup of your friends in a row, you're kind of stuck at, I would say you're kind of stuck at the moment. It would take a bit of finagle. It's one thing when there's an open space on the other side, but now there is Kindred, Soul, and you could like maybe scoot past Kindred to a corner, but there is a backup of people
10,
in this corner.
15. Can I just go around? I have 15.
You can
10.
go down this direction if you want.
Let's go that way and then up.
10, 15. There's 15 feet right here.
Yeah, 15, 20. Keep going to max out. And I'll call on Lagan and like mock him.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This is 40 here. Where are you going?
Okay. Up.
Which is this direction or this direction?
Towards it. Up, yeah,
Okay.
that way. Yep.
45,
41.
50, 55, 60. That moves you over there. Alrighty.
Yeah. Come and get me a piece of shit. And I'll like rattle my staff as I do along the wall.
Nice.
Chase me.
All right, we are now back over here with Renan at the top of the round. What are you doing, Renan?
Well, Iskra is currently in the way, but I think. Can I see over Iskra enough to be able to get a line of sight for Guiding Bolt?
Sure, why not?
So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, Galil, you're up next. Finally, sorry it's taking so long, guys.
I'm gonna hold while I'm casting Guiding Bolt. I'm going to hold the sword like in such a spot in the doorway so that it can still make like shine light into the main room and into the little closet.
Okay.
Modded 20.
All right, that hits.
Lovely.
I think with your bonuses, it's not even a contest. How do you want to do this? He only has like 5 hit points left. I think your bonus is above that, so.
Yeah. So I suppose that like what position is he in at the moment?
On the ground. He is like kneeling at the moment. And just barely blocked Iskra's like a last assault. He was like trying to just block it as best as he could.
Considering the fact that like as I was already rolling, I rolled max for the 3 die that I did roll. I'm just gonna place it like right smack dab in the middle of his chest, and I'd like there to be a hole where his heart would have been.
Sure. There's like a brief moment, Iskra, as you're like about to go in for another punch, where this bolt of bright, radiant light flashes around your like just past your body, and strikes him and hits him back into the wall behind him. And there's this like sizzling crater where he in his chest.
And I'm pointing like past you with my fingers like this.
Like a little close, don't you think?
You don't think that I would have hit you, do you? You have little faith. Do you need
All right.
any healing?
I could use some.
So before running out, I intend to stay long enough to heal Iskra, and then I will proceed out of the door.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll your healing. Galil, what are you doing over here at the end of the hall?
Yeah. So that Iron Shadow is gone, right?
He ran around the
one that was
corner.
attacking? Okay.
Disappeared.
Chasing them.
You're chasing him? Well, you saw him go around this corner. So either you are you gonna go this way?
I'm gonna have Oreo go that way, and I'm gonna go behind and circle around.
So Oreo's going
17
this direction. All right. As you come around this way, you come across you and Oreo both head in the same direction, and you see nothing but empty hallway. You can see that there are 3 of those torches in this space with those dark, shadowy sections where he could have disappeared into.
Fuck.
Iskra,
We're
did you
gonna
hear me?
stay alert, and I'm just gonna
17.
hold a firebolt.
Okay. You
And
watch.
have her hold her shred.
All right. There in that corner, waiting for some sort of emergence or something.
Hey, there's a dead body there that's still there.
Yep, you're right.
Standing. That's messed up.
All right. That ends your turn. Galil, ends your turn. Kindred. You are over here. You just saw Sonder run past you in the open hallway with Lagan there standing at the doorway, like shaking his head. Ugh. What are you doing?
Okay. So,
Arjun, you're
we're
up next.
cramped, and I don't want to do a lot of AoE. I'm going to pull out both my daggers and kind of flourish them. And just look back and say, wish me luck. And I'm going to run up to Lagan and cast Still One Strikes 5th level.
Ooh,
And I should
nice.
also be within range to hit Fume as well.
Nice.
Alrighty. You run. Okay. Cool.
She'll fail everything.
What level is this spell?
5th.
Uh-oh.
As you run forward, daggers at the ready, you leap and your spell starts to cast. You can see the arcane sigils wrapping around your wrists, and he just smiles. With a quick series of moves, you can feel the counter spell. No, the counter spell goes. There's like a counter spell that you can feel go through your magic.
Counterspell him.
Okay, what is the
Ooh,
4th level.
4th level? Alrighty.
okay.
That is going to be. Where the fuck is it? That's gonna be a 19.
Well, mine goes first to see if his goes off.
Okay, go for it.
And I rolled a 17, so plus 5 plus 4, so 17 plus 9 is 26.
Okay.
Perfect music.
So
So
does mine go off?
yours. What is that up against? I'm not even sure what that.
His spell DC for whatever he used to cast it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, whatever level he's casting counter spell, add plus 10, and that's the DC I have to beat.
Okay.
Okay, I see. I
And
see.
if
I
it's
see.
4th level or lower, I automatically succeed.
No, it is a higher level.
Okay.
This is a 18, so I don't think you're still beating it, right?
Yep.
Yep. I got a 27. 26.
All
He
right.
noped the nope.
For Fume, she fails dexterity saving throws automatically, and attack rolls against her have advantage.
Yep.
Right.
This is why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So
And you guys
what
are aware.
you two curious. Okay, so you see this is your first attack. You can see her, so you can make the 2 attacks against him and her, correct?
Yes.
Go ahead and make your attack roll. Or yeah, your attack rolls.
Oh, shit. So Lagan is nat 20.
Okay, so the first one now 20
Yeah.
against Lagan.
First one against Fume is 17. And then,
It's advantage.
second one is also 18. So 17 and 18. 18
That-
against Fume.
18 against Fume, misses.
Okay. Wait, do I still have concentration on?
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, she didn't get hit with slow.
Correct. Yeah, and actually, I
Okay.
feel like I don't know if your concentration's on because
Everything that got hit
with
by
concentration is
slow
dead.
Okay. Shit, is there anything I can do to boost this?
So, what is the
Inspiration.
roll on the damage for Lagan?
Okay. The roll for damage on Lagan is 39, so double that.
Double 39.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
I upcasted it, so it's. Let me roll one more. So 39. Plus 5, so 40.
44.
So it's 44 damage doubled.
So 88. Alrighty.
Yes.
Lagon is downed. And then what is the damage for Fume?
Well, I miss Fume, right?
Yes. So that's it. There's no like. Okay. I just wasn't sure if it was like one of those halfers or not. As you go to make the attack, you are now in this room, in this space, correct?
I will actually. I back right where I was, right in front of Lagon.
Okay. Right in front
And
of
is he
Lagon.
like out, or is he just like?
He is like on the ground, clutching at what I'm assuming is his throat that is now bleeding blood out on and around the space, correct?
Yep.
Oh
Just gonna
man.
look at him and just look down at him and say, "Don't fuck with my friends." And then I'll start hauling ass down the hallway.
Down this hallway?
Yep.
What's your movement speed? 40?
30.
30? 10, 15, 20, 25. Are you going this way 30 or this way 30?
Well, I'll stop at the T.
Stop at
and
the T?
looking if I can see Sonder and just be like,
You can see Sonder over here.
Lagon's down.
You're back up against the wall.
Mm-hmm. And just kind of being ready for whatever the fuck happens next.
Alrighty. Ardrin, what are you doing?
Well, that's a very good question.
You have Soul that is
can
up
you move
next
the
to you.
camera-
Yeah, you're right there.
Nope, towards the big room.
Wait, which
Towards
direction?
where Fume and all that is.
Oh, over here, out of sight for you, right? So you see, all you see is Lagon right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who's like now, like
Okay.
he's kind of fallen to the ground, just like.
Yeah, I'm not so concerned about him anymore.
Kill him. Finish it.
Yeah, finish
Oh, I'm gonna do something dumber. I'd like to move up to the edge of that wall where Lagon's soon-to-be corpse is.
Here?
Yeah. And
Okay.
as I'm walking up, I'm going to conjure up a sickening radiance and put it in the room in such a way that it captures Fume and Lagon's soon-to-be corpse.
What is the range on this?
It is. Oh, the range is ridiculous. It's the radius that's
Oh, right. Yeah.
30.
30.
So I
Okay.
kind of want to just put that in the room. I want the room to be filled with it.
Where's my doodad? So this is 20, right? So if you're trying to get him and her, it's gonna have to be kind of centered in there.
It's bigger than that.
You said a radius, right?
When we did the 21, it was larger than that.
20-foot radius?
30.
So it's 30-foot radius on this. Does it go around? It goes around walls and stuff, right?
It goes around walls and stuff. Yeah, I kind of wanted.
So it's just gonna permeate this space. Oof,
Yeah.
that's gonna. Okay, I'm gonna let it slide. We'll go for it. This is a weird spot because of doorway and all that jazz, but sure, whatever. Go on.
Okay. And yeah, I just want to cast that.
And what is it?
Assuming nothing tries to stop it.
What is the rolls for this?
Nothing happens until their next turn. Like until somebody has to start their turn in there.
All right, cool. So this sickening green, or I guess not green, right? Is it the rose-colored stuff? Or describe to me how this is happening.
It's that sudden, sharp, almost offensive infusion of rose smell in the air, and it's almost got a bit of an acid bite to it as it just suffuses into the room, and that sharp glow hits.
Alrighty. Iskra, is that at the end of your turn? Arjun?
I am going to back the hell up out of there because I have more movement speed,
Okay.
and I need a concentration thingy. 'Cause I
So
wanna be-
5, 10, 15 to put you here. So it'd be 20, 25, 30, back to where you were at.
around the wall if I can.
30 on this side.
There we go.
Iskra, what are you doing?
How long would it take for me to steal this guy's clothes?
A couple minutes, probably.
Take your shoes.
Well, we won't do that then, since
Yeah. It's not going to
combat
be...
takes a lot of time. Yep.
I mean, you could start the process of doing it, but you would have to, like, you know, you're removing clothes, and he does have a giant burnt hole into his chest.
Well, yeah, which kind of messes with that plan anyway. So instead, I'm gonna take the cloak off and use it to scoop up the previous contents of the basket, and just wrap it up into a bundle.
Okay.
And then, make my way. Well, the doorway is there, and Renan is there, so I won't move or anything because
Okay.
can't really do that.
We can just like do that awkward. We met in the hallway
You
and
can-
we couldn't choose the direction. And
The
shimmy-
others have been moving through each other's spaces, no problem. So it's fine. You can move through
Alright.
his space in the doorway.
Cool. Then I'll move through, and using my movement, I'll get out into the area with the trough,
Okay.
and just meet up with everyone else because I don't know what's going on.
Correct. Let's see.
You did hear on Spice Murmur that Fume is stunned.
And then I'll tie the cloak / bundle of goods now into like a little carrying thingy.
Okay.
Alright, also,
So my
Spice Murmur,
hands can be free.
Lagon's down.
Alrighty.
That's it.
We'll see. Now, in that case, Soul, it is your turn. What are you doing? About to wrap this up.
I'm going to spice murmur everyone. We've got to meet up for heals. Let's all get together. And I'm going to hold my action until I see the majority of everyone kind of coming together. And I'm gonna move up closer to where I think Iskra just came from. Yeah. I move around there.
Okay. So move over this side over here.
Yep.
All right.
So I'm gonna hold my action.
Alrighty. And now I move to this point. All right. I will say, Arjun, are you peeking around, keeping an eye around the corner, or what are you doing?
Yeah. Can I get a concentration thingamajig?
Yes.
Because
You can take it off me because I'm not concentrating anymore.
Okay.
Oh, and is there another creature coming in the doorway, or is that it?
Not yet.
Okay. So the hag's gonna hold their action as well until if someone comes through.
Oh, there are things. The hag is. What did you tell? What did you last tell the hag?
Fume is still down and
To activate the
thing. Anything else she's supposed to do?
just the normal attack the enemies.
Okay. There are plenty of things for her that are coming through right now.
Okay.
There are more
they'll
soldiers.
all have to make
Mm-hmm.
the
Yep. And anything else though besides that being the case?
if any of them get frightened, she has an ability that she can do an attack.
All right. I'm gonna say, because we're gonna bring this to a pause for right now. Sandra, what are you doing?
I'm gonna drink a potion to heal myself,
Alrighty.
and then run towards the water that is there,
Sure.
or like the area.
Yeah,
And I
the
want
water.
to grab it and try to blockade like
This
area
door?
with ice.
This door? Are you blockading this spot?
Yeah.
Cool. You start
And
doing
then-
that.
I have another 10 if there's enough water. to just do that other area too. Well, no, somebody's in there.
Yeah,
never mind.
Kindred's still
Two
over here.
people are
on this-
there.
Okay.
I think
Kindred's
Arden's over
for-
there too, right?
No.
Oh no, that's
No,
the
that's
enemy.
Lagun.
Okay.
All right.
If Kindred gets around where we're at, then I'll try to go and blockade off the other area too.
Alrighty. As
With my
You-
210s.
okay, hold on, let me change this real quick. You need to calm down and go away. Sonder, as you come around this corner and you have Kindred coming up with you, you're taking this water and funneling it into the corner. You see a moment where this fog rolls out into the hallway. And Lagan, who's now on the ground, clutching at his throat, still coughing up blood, you see his body get dragged away.
If really quick, if I move back around, that would be like my turn again. Before heading out, can I just level 1 magic missile Lagan?
Sure. You fire off this magic missile, and it strikes the ground where Lagan was at, and he gets pulled back. It kind of follows him around the corner, out of sight, as the smoke fills the hallway.
We can do it next time if you want, but once
we're gonna
Kindred shows
we're
up-
gonna do it next time, because I'm gonna tell you what's happening right now.
Okay.
At this moment, you can feel the connection with that beast in the other room, correct? Because you're summoning it.
concentrating on it.
It's gone. It vanishes. The creature just doesn't seem to exist anymore. And it seems to happen simultaneously as Kindred comes around the corner, sees Lagan's there, and fires off that magic missile as the smoke starts filling the space, and Sonder is sealing up the room with this ice. Sonder, there's an odd murky shadow through the ice, and it gets haloed by fire that look very akin to dragon wings of fire sprouting in the shadow beyond that ice wall. And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Good image. It's been a good fight. It's a good fight.
Yeah, this was a really good fight.
And you know what? We still have a cannon full of spells in the room with me.
You got something. You have something.
Cannon full of spells?
Yo, your damage dealing is nuts.
Yep.
You're more a Death Star than a cleric.
You know, if you were trying to stroke Renan's ego, good way
Jeff,
to do it.
tell him the ancient story of the war stars and the star of death that spews powerful beams of light.
I just
Our
want to
personnel
say,
compelled
I want to
to
thank the
I cannot
council
send
of
that
Arjun and
story.
Iskra for piloting me for the first half.
Thank you for joining us for the last half. I don't think you. I don't know how things would have turned out. You know, we needed your level of ingenuity.
And the rolling of that nat 20 on Lagan.
I did
Th-
not
that-
know that poor monk only had 5 health left.
Oh yeah, no, he was pretty. That's why I said he like got thrown backwards with that shatter. It like knocked him a good deal down. So
Like
wild times.
if I had realized that, I would have used a cantrip, but casting guiding bolt, I forgot how much damage it did for a whole second there, and
This is a dirty Harry over here.
I haven't even
So
broken out my AoEs yet.
yeah. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for I know it was a little bit longer of a game tonight, but you guys did good. You guys did good.
We survived.
We survived this round 1.
I know, right?
And with that, we will see you on Monday for Starcrossed, and next Tuesday for the continuation of whatever is going to happen here as the hammer falls. Or as I like
I
to
feel
say,
like it involves Hume.
Yay,
As I like to
Kalama
say.
State Monday.
yeah. Or as I like to say, hammer time. Do 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 do.